Welcome to Burg Sports Game Day, Week 3. This week it is going to be Wheelersburg taking on Russell. Tonight I'll be your play-by-play commentator, Gavin Race, joined with
David Brown, your color commentator.
Tonight the Russell Red Devils will be heading to Wheelersburg to take on the 1-1 Wheelersburg Pirates. Wheelersburg coming off their first win of the season last week. Talk a little bit about that.
That was one heck of a game to watch. First with the almost hour and a half rain delay. Got that turf all nice and wet for the players. Some notable plays. Ethan Glover with the right out of the gun touchdown, 68-yard run, just boom. Really set the tone for the Pirates. And then Hutchinson had a safety sack later in the game, as well as Creed Warren had a 30-yard pick six. So that was basically the theme of the game. Of course, there are a few more scores in there for Wheelersburg, but Wheelersburg just really kind of sent Chillicothe to the wall with 26-3.
Yeah, it was classic high school football. The run game and defense prevailed. Jake Darling, Eli Swords, Carson
Especially
Williams,
with the run game in the rain, too.
Yes. Ethan Glover, all four of them played phenomenal out of the backfield, and the linebacking core of Williams, Thomas, Swords, and Hutchinson played an outstanding game. Glover, Darling, and Boggs up front played a great game. It was just overall the defense showed up to play, and turnovers started happening. The safety happened, and the floodgate just opened in the fourth quarter, leading to that 26-3 victory.
Because I remember leaving last week at the third quarter because I had a cross-country meet the next morning. I remember leaving and driving through the parking lot hearing two cannon fires, and that was the coolest feeling, but it was really bad. It was really sad for me inside because I knew I wasn't there to witness it.
Also this week for Wheelersburg, something notable is Josh Clark will be back in the lineup tonight. He missed last week due to injury, but he's back tonight, back at that cornerback number one, back at that receiver number one, and I feel like that's going to really open the pass game up for Wheelersburg again.
Especially, and one thing I keep coming back to is the rain. If there's no rain, that ball will be through the air a bunch tonight, especially to Josh Clark.
Yeah, they're not going to be afraid to pass it, 50-50 pass, run. Wheelersburg is going to try and keep the Red Devils guessing as much as possible, but
because remember, you have your two weapons. You have Clark and Lattimore on the outsides. You can do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
With the run game, it's a nonstop.
But on the other side of the ball, you got Russell. They're coming off back-to-back two-score wins over Boone County and Raceland. They're that run-first style offense led by Andre Richardson Cruz. And how's his season been through the first 2 weeks?
He's run first. He just sends them packing, right up the middle and around the outsides. He's not afraid to throw the ball. And that's something you can't discount in a quarterback, especially with a team that's already 2-0.
Yeah, Andre Richardson Cruz standing back there in the backfield beside his quarterback, Bradley Rose. Rose is a gunslinger back there. He's able to move the ball around when necessary, but they rely heavy on Cruz in that backfield to carry the load as the running back, and he's been rewarded for it with 2 touchdowns on the season so far. He's had 32 carries, 145 yards. Rose has only thrown 17 passes so far this season, completed 10 of them for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. But what really stands out is the defensive side of the ball. They're so active and so aggressive on that defensive line and linebacking core. You got to be ready for anything that could come from this Russell defense.
I was looking at the stats right here while you were talking. Just out of 2 games, 2 players, Max Coburn has 12 total tackles and 1 interception for a touchdown. Connor Goodall has 31 tackles and a touchdown.
Yeah.
You don't get that from a normal defense.
Yeah, they create a lot of turnovers, and they're so aggressive and active that they're just looking to force mistakes. And Wheelersburg, they got a young quarterback, and they could be subject to that. But I feel like coming into this game, it's sort of a test for Wheelersburg, another test.
I feel like he's had enough time to prepare and mature with the past 2 games, going off of Ironton, and then most recently with Chillicothe. Those are 2 pretty good teams. And for a quarterback who's a sophomore first to go out and use his skill like that, that's that's a good maturing experience for him.
Now, before we get into more football tonight, which we will with our pick'em games later, we got some guests coming on. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on, other sports in Wheelersburg High School.
Well,
let's start off. If you want to go ahead and start off with the soccer teams.
For you guys, soccer team, you guys have had a heck of a season so far. Only 4 games, and you've won all 4. Some notable wins, you got South Webster and West. Pretty good games.
Yeah, we were able to knock them off, and we got a couple wins this week against Northwest and Waverly. So we've been trying to build off last season, obviously, a lot of expectations, but it's been something we've been really proud to do and carry on the tradition. Girls soccer's also started off pretty well. They're 3-0. They knocked off St. Joe last week, and now they continued this week 3-1 win over Waverly and a 7-0 win last night over Northwest. They played really well. Also, volleyball, they got their bounce-back win last night, 3-1 over Northwest after losing to South Webster and Waverly. Kind of a rough start for them, rough patch, some injuries plagued them, but they're able to bounce back last night.
Good for them.
So, also, you had your cross-country race last week. You came 20th, I believe.
I got 20th. There were 300 girls in the girls' high school race and around 370 boys in the boys' high school race. And for me, honestly, I was just really proud of our team. We're pretty young. There's only 3 seniors, myself, Natalie Brammer, and Sydney Warnick. And to have a young crew like that do as well as we did, it was really, I was proud.
It's a good to see a lot of the fall sports really coming into their own now. Obviously, volleyball was realistically the only one that had kind of a rough start, but even they're starting to come into their own, beating a good Northwest team last night.
And even now, once you get this far in the season, you're no longer prepared, like bouncing off of last season. It's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, now
as a team.
Now you're able to build off game to game, and I feel like our volleyball team behind Coach Perry is going to be able to get in that groove and start preparing themselves for their next upcoming games. And
right, and even with the football team, I mean, yes, we took Ironton as a learning opportunity, and we came back, changed some things, and beat Chillicothe.
Yeah, and it was a great win last week, and overall a good week for Burg sports. Only 1 loss between all of the teams in the fall, so great job by them. We're going to go ahead and move on. We'll be right back with our Pick'em show this week. We'll be joined by Mr. Eaton and Mr. Skyber for that.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We're here for our weekly Pick'em show. Mr. Eaton, welcome back.
Thank you.
Glad to see you. You're going to join us this week, Mr. Skyver.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
David.
Brains of the operation.
Hi, David, as always.
Hi, Gavin.
So last week, we were able to improve on our records. Week 1 didn't go as planned.
It was definitely not stellar by any means.
But last week, I went 8-2 for an overall record of 10-8. David, you went 6-4. You're still under that 500 mark.
I'm going to change my strategy, though. I got a completely new strategy. I'm going to change it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do better this week.
I think he means he actually looked into the games this week.
He's gonna put it in like a Pythagorean theorem or something.
Oh, I've got a spreadsheet right now.
And what he's been waiting to hear all week, Mr. Eaton.
Moneyball over there. Yeah, figured it all out.
Well, he waited to hear all week. Mr. Eaton went 8-3, and he's 12-9, so he's overall in first. whatever.
But who didn't know that? Let's be honest.
Well, I was just sitting here listening. I didn't lose any games week 1.
That is true.
Oh, you're undefeated.
Or week 2.
But you do have to try and beat that guest picker mark last week of Eddie Miller.
8-3.
That's
8-3.
That's good.
Eddie Miller and I could have blew it out of the water, but there's just one game that shifted one way. But we won't even talk about it. All right, let's go.
So, family affair for you. You got some family ties over at Fairland. Is that going to affect your choice here?
No, Ironton. Ironton by 21, maybe more.
Definitely Ironton. I don't know the score-wise, but yeah, I'm going Ironton.
Ironton.
Yeah, Ironton by a lot. And
Quite a bit.
I hate saying that, considering this is Burg Sports Game Day.
Yeah,
but
it's going to happen.
it's going to happen. So now we got, obviously, Licking Valley and Jackson got canceled. They filled in. It's now Tri-Valley at Jackson. Who you got there?
Again, I'll say this. Dresden Tri-Valley, very good program. Been to the state tournament many times in the last 8 to 10 years. Both of those teams are looking for a game because both of those teams are good. Typically, when you're not good, you can get a game that's winnable. This is a tough one, but I think Tri-Valley is young. I think Jackson has some experience, and I think it is a very close one, but I think Jackson wins the ballgame.
I'm going Jackson because I don't think Andy Hall would pick up somebody who's going to lose to. So I'm going Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah, I'm going Jackson. The way you lose last week, they're going to come out firing, and they're going to come out with a vengeance.
Johnny Cash, we're going with Jackson.
So next we got Logan Elm heading to Miami Trace. Miami Trace lost week 1 to Waverly pretty bad. Had a bounce back win last week. Who you got there?
This is another close one, but I am going to go with Logan Elm 28-27.
1.
Well, I'm not real familiar with either one of them right now, so just to go against Mr. Eaton, I'm going to go Miami Trace.
Logan Elm.
I'll be going Miami Trace as well. I think they're way better than that score showed against Waverly because Waverly is one heck of a football team.
Art Schleicher's from Miami Trace. Just tidbit for you.
Oh, okay, well, I'm betting on them.
Yep.
I threw this game in there for Mr. Eaton, but things happen.
COVID.
McLean will not be playing Zane Trace this week. This week it'll be Vinton County heading to Zane Trace. Who you got there?
Vinton County. I'm going with the Vikings, bigger school. I think they're undefeated. I'm going to go with Vinton County.
I'm going to echo that. I'm going to go Vinton County on this one.
Same. Benton County.
We got a Viking sweep here. Next one we got, it's going to be Notre Dame heading to Fisher Catholic this week.
I love fishing. Fisher Catholic.
I like to eat fish, so Fisher Catholic, yeah.
Fisher Catholic.
I'm going to go against all of you. I'm going to go with Notre Dame this week because looking through the COPS forum, a lot of people were favoring Notre Dame. So.
Well, and obviously that forum is like the premier of premier.
That was where
I saw a lot of Notre Dame on there, so I'll just pick Notre Dame.
that's where Brown put his started his algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, we got Piketon heading to Lucasville Valley.
Yeah, I said this before. Piketon's got an amazing quarterback. I'm going with Piketon.
Have seen this group. The quarterback is really, really good, and I think Valley had a lot of kids that kind of transferred out, I think. So I'm going Piketon.
I'll go Piketon.
Hard to pick against Piketon after the way they've played the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to go with them fairly easily over Valley. Next, we got Portsmouth West heading to Edina. Portsmouth West has not won a game yet this year. Is that going to change?
Yes, it will. Coach Gilliland gets his first win. Congratulations. Portsmouth West walks away a winner.
I can't pick against Todd Gilliland, so yeah, I'm going Portsmouth West.
Not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast. Not so fast. To go against my algorithm, I'll go Edina.
Yeah, I'm going to go with West. I feel like this is a game where they finally get their first win. Okay, next we got...
my reasoning for it, because Edina had a bunch of seniors last year.
Yes.
Had a great year, lost them all, and their coach left. And I know that because I actually taught with their coach. And I think that they're just really young. And I think West will beat them this time.
Rebuilding year for them.
Yep.
Next, Battle of the Hills. We got Rock Hill against Oak Hill. Who you got there?
I think Rock is stronger than Oak, so I'm going Rock Hill.
Yeah, I'll go Rock Hill too because it's Brooks Fry went there.
Yeah,
So,
Brooks.
yeah.
Brooksy. Played AU with Brooksy.
I like wood. Let's go Oak Hill.
I'm going to go with Oak Hill. I feel like whenever you see a team that is run heavy like Oak Hill, they can win just about any game that they play, even if they don't have the athletes that Rock Hill might have. Next one we got, it's Wellston heading to Minford. Minford had a big win over Chesapeake last week, 33-0. So who you got there?
I'm going to pass this down the road and hold off. I'm going to be last on this one. This one's a tough one, I think. So, David, you're first.
I know nothing about Wellston. We did not go to their cross-country course this year, something I'm really upset about. So I'm going to go with Minford.
Well, I also did not visit Wellston's cross country, so I guess I'm going to go Memphis too.
I'm waiting on you.
All right.
Did you go to the cross-country course this year?
I did not. But I feel like Wellston, they've come off a couple hard losses. And Minford's kind of in a down year, losing Vogelsong and Lewis last year. I think Wellston in an upset on the road.
That's a good choice. Memphis.
Oh. Well, next we got Waverly against Unioto. It is at Unioto. Does Unioto get their first win?
Nope. They're Waverly's quarterback, wide receiver core. They're just phenomenal. They're going to put up 50. It's game over for the Shermans.
I agree. I'm Waverly.
Waverly's going to sweep. Next, we got George Washington heading to Ashland Blazer, who was going to be Wheelersburg's opponent next week, but that game got canceled. So Wheelersburg is looking for an opponent next week. It should be a home game, I hope. But who you got this one?
I think George Washington's been dead for a long time, so I'm going to go with the Tomcats.
All right. Well, George Washington was our first president, so I'm going to go with them to be first in this game.
All right.
You know, a fun fact. The story of George Washington cutting down the cherry tree and never telling a lie is false. So I'm not going to go with George Washington on that note. I was told a lie through my childhood, and that is why.
You're going with the Tomcats?
I'm going with the Tomcats.
All right.
Yeah, last week I said if they won, I'd pick them, so I'm going to be going with Ashland this week. Next, we got St. Charles heading to Amanda Clear Creek. Amanda Clear Creek had a big win last week. Do they continue their run?
This is another good game. St. Charles is a big school. This is just kind of a pick'em game, but I'm going with the Aces of Amanda, Skyver, Clear Creek.
Well, my pick has to be Amanda Clear Creek, because if I pick against Amanda, it's over. Yeah, Amanda Clear Creek.
I'll go with Amanda as well.
I'm going to stick with Amanda Clear Creek. I feel like they're one of the sleeper teams every year in our region, and we're always talking about they could be one of our first or second round games every single year. Always give Waverly a game. I think they win this game pretty easily at home. Next, we got Cincinnati Deer Park heading to Portsmouth. The defensive coordinator of Cincinnati Deer Park is a former coach of Portsmouth. So do you think that plays a factor into this game?
No. Players win ball games, which is why I think the athleticism of Deer Park will take over, and I am going with Deer Park.
I'm going to go Portsmouth just because I don't think Deer Park sounds like a very formidable opponent. You know, just kind of hanging out.
Deer.
Yeah. It's, look, in the park. So I'm going Portsmouth here.
Do you know the mascot for Deer Park?
Is it deer?
What is it?
Well,
I don't know.
If it's not a deer, I can't pick for them. So to be safe, I'm going to go with Portsmouth.
Portsmouth has had one of the better defenses in the area. They've really kind of revamped that team this year. However, I'll be going with Deer Park for this game because they're coming off I think they're coming off a pretty good win last week, is from what I've been seeing. And obviously, bigger city school, I feel like they're going to have a lot more numbers to choose from. Oh, they're the Wildcats.
The Wildcats.
Oh, they're the Wildcat. I can't pick for them now.
I'll stick
I
with
was
them.
considering it. Now there's no way I can pick for Deer
They
Park.
came up with Deer Park Wildcats like a Who concert or something.
And the final game this week, me and David will step back. We'll leave this to you two. Russell will be heading to Wheelersburg tonight.
Mr. Skyver, I'm going to give you the honors on this one.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously going Wheelersburg. I think that they really things clicked in last week with them, and I think you're only going to see them improve from that point. So, Wheelersburg.
And I think, you call a lot of ball games. I think Russell and Wheelersburg are very similar in their attack. Like they're kind of too tight, run downhill kind of team. But I think at home, I think it's Wheelersburg, and I think they go 2-1.
2-1. So Russell, from what I'm hearing, we're picking Russell falls to 2-1. Wheelersburg rises up to 2-1. Appreciate you guys coming out. But before we go, this is where usually we would pick a Saturday game that everyone's been waiting on. But this week it was a Thursday night game.
I picked the Buckeyes.
I did too.
Yeah, okay.
I'll go with them on that one.
Yeah, it's one more win.
Yeah. Talking a little bit about that game, Ohio State played very well last night.
Offensively.
Second half. Defensively was kind of shaky there, but I guess we can go ahead and get your pick for this one for next week, Ohio State, Oregon. Who you got in that one?
I'm actually going to that one.
Very cool.
I'm going to go Ohio State, but the defense is really going to have to start locking down because, it's one of those things, a team with Minnesota and their coach, if you let them hang around, they're going to do some damage. And Oregon traditionally is pretty high powered. So, but anyway, I'm going Buckeyes.
I thought the Buckeyes' detriment last night was their open field tackling. I think they struggled in the open field to tackle, and I think that will be a huge factor in this ball game. But I'm a Buckeyes fan, so I'm gonna go Ohio State by 12.
I do have 2 words for the tackling though: Reed, Carrico.
True, he didn't get in last night, but who knows? He could get his shot.
Offensively, though, Ohio State's potential's through the roof.
Yeah. Absolutely. So many weapons on the side of the ball. So that's going to wrap it up this week. Appreciate you coming out, Mr. Skyver, Mr. Eaton, as always. Mr. Eaton, as always.
Well, I feel like you're the light of my life. So being with you and Algorithm David, I feel like I've really exponentially improved my life.
Oh, that's going to stick for sure.
We'll see you later tonight while you're running stats with us for your stat updates. We'll catch you here in a little bit. Coming up next, Wheelersburg taking on Russell on Burg Sports Network.
Go Burg!
Ladies and gentlemen, high school football fans, welcome to Ed Miller Stadium for tonight's non-conference, non-state matchup between the visiting Russell Red Devils and your Wheelersburg Pirates. I'll be your play-by-play commentator tonight, Gavin Race, joined with
David Brown, your color commentator.
Tonight we got the undefeated Russell Red Devils coming off a huge win over Raceland last week, and the 1-1 Wheelersburg Pirates coming off a rebound win over the Chillicothe Cavaliers. Tonight's an interesting matchup as we're seeing two teams that have the ability to spread the ball out on offense, use their weapons, and also stout defensively. Wheelersburg, they got a strong linebacking core that's the center point of their defense, active offensive linemen, and you can say the same about the Russell Red Devils. They got a lot of good offensive and defensive linemen to create havoc down there in the trenches, as well as some active linebackers to create turnovers.
Right, and one thing we talked about in the pregame show is that they both have a pretty good run game. I mean, Russell has the, what was his name? Andre Richardson Cruz. In the backfield, and with Wheelersburg, you have Eli Swords, Carson Williams, Ethan Glover, Eric Lattimore, all able to run the ball, and with those weapons, you can do whatever you want, almost.
Yeah, Richardson Cruz, he's been unbelievable carrying the load for them. I believe he's got 30, 40 carries on the season so far, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's
32,
got 32 carries so far this year. They've only thrown the ball 17 times. I mean, they really rely on their run game, and it goes through their workhorse back of Andre Richardson Cruz. But that's not to say they can't throw the ball, because not only did we see it down here in warm-ups, we saw it last week against Raceland. Senior quarterback Bradley Rose can really sling it around the field And he's not your average quarterback build, standing at 6'4", 236 pounds. And he lines up on the defensive line on the defensive side of the ball. And
That's an interesting set.
Yeah, he's picked himself up a couple of sacks so far this year and a couple tackles for loss. And I believe he even got himself an interception.
You mentioned the 17 pass attempts. 10 of those were completed.
10 of them completed.
10 of them completed.
Over 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, and both touchdowns went to the same guy, Carson Patrick, 6'4", 178-pound junior. He's their playmaker. That's the guy they're going to be looking for. Also expect them to spread the ball out to Lincoln's number 10 and Osborne number 11. Now on to the Pirates. Guys you're going to see in the starting lineup, obviously last week we saw Brody Scott go down with an injury on the offensive line. You'll be seeing number 51, Xavier Stanley, stepping in at that tackle position to fill in. Offensive line much the same with Blackburn, Holsinger, Miller, and Welch rounding it out. Hunter Thomas will be the first option at tight end tonight. Your receivers, you can expect to see Casey Dorr, Josh Clark, Eric Lattimore in that slot spot, as well as Brock Bumpfield and Creed Warren. We'll get some reps in there. And then the running backs is where it happens. Ethan Glover, Eli Swords, Carson Williams, and Jake Darling. But the story all season has been who's going to be the quarterback. Bryson Stamper won that role. It's been mixed results. However,
it has.
He started to kind of come into his own as a game. He's
starting to build his confidence, I like to call it, yeah.
Starting to build that confidence, and he kind of stepped into that game manager role last week. Wet field, wet conditions, kind of hard to sling the ball around, especially if your arm's not the greatest. But he was a good job with those play fakes, trying to make the defense keep them guessing. They ran full house sets, I formation, jet sweeps, and he did a great job back there to spread it out to his weapons and really help the Wheelersburg offense thrive.
Right. One thing I find it especially particular about this game, this feels like the first Wheelersburg home game as last week. It was delayed by almost an hour and a half. This has the spirit, the smells, everything you would expect. You got the balloons out on the field, all the kids running across the field. This feels like a Wheelersburg home game.
Yeah, you got 74 degrees and sunny here at Ed Miller Stadium. Perfect football weather. I mean, the stands are packed back to full capacity. Thank the Lord we're able to do that this year.
Yeah.
And obviously last week we were expecting the energy we're going to get, but with the rain delay, a lot of people left early, but they're back out here showing their support for the Pirates.
Luckily, we were there to get them the game.
Yes, we were able to stick around and keep it going. Real quick, I want to talk about the defensive side of the ball. A lot of changes up front. Usually we saw Blackburn and Holsinger start there in the middle for the Pirates defensively on that tackle spot. However, we'll be seeing what we saw last week, Jake Darling and Ethan Glover starting in those tackle spots.
Right.
And Cole Frazier and Josh Boggs will be lining up on that outside, trying to create havoc, make the passer uncomfortable, which obviously with a guy like Rose in the backfield, he's not going to be an easy takedown, but they'll be able to get back there and team tackle him. Like we said, also, these linebackers for Wheelersburg are going to be huge. Their shutdown corner and Josh Clark is back this week as the Pirates will head out onto the field and they're ready to come on out. You'll see a lot of American flags coming out with them, as this is kind of a yearly tradition. Early in September, the Pirates will run out with a couple American flags. I believe they're running out with 13 today in honor of those Marinesmen. But Josh Clark back this week. Linebackers.
And here come your Pirates.
Here they come. But like I was saying, the linebackers are going to be huge for them this week. Carson Williams, Eli Swords, they'll be starting in that middle linebacker spot, which are huge. For any team, you need two strong middle linebackers. And the outside guys are the ones who have made it happen. Filling in for injuries and transfers, Landon Hutchinson and Hunter Thomas have been absolutely phenomenal.
We saw a lot out of Landon Hutchinson last week as he had some great plays that he was in on.
Yeah, he had that huge safety in the fourth quarter, and he was able to just create havoc whenever it was necessary. So we'll be looking for him to create a lot of issues for that Russell Red Devil offense. As now the Pirates heading out here on the field. No rain, no lightning tonight, just football at Ed Miller Stadium.
And it's time. This is the moment we've been waiting for all week.
Yes, the Russell Red Devils, they did win the toss. They deferred to the second half. So Wheelersburg, they'll be returning this football. And something I noticed, you got a couple players down there a la Oklahoma Sooners throwing horns down. Obviously, Russell Red Devils, they got that horns up thing that they like to do. Not kind of in the same tone, but Pirates got that horns down mentality this week, making sure they're going to try and hand the Red Devils their first loss of the season.
Pirates have prepared for this week. Walking around the hallways at school, you see all of them with water bottles, all of them in that mindset, always talking about the game. It's something you love to see from the players, that mindset of, from game to game, especially a game like this where it's perfect weather.
A ton of energy down there on that Wheelersburg sideline as they are raring to go. Red Devils will take the field. The man out to kick for them will be number 33, Nathan Totten, their junior kicker. Back deep to return for the Wheelersburg Pirates. Who else? Number 18, Eric Lattimore. Number 25, Creed Warren.
Both excellent returns last week.
Absolutely. Pirates special teams, they had some huge plays that really put the game away last week.
Let's see if they can do it one more time at the first play of the game.
You got a lot of players up for Wheelersburg, maybe expecting a shorter kick. They might not want to kick it to Lattimore or Warren.
I know I wouldn't.
Absolutely not. Lattimore is such a dangerous player back there. He can do just about anything once the ball gets in his hands, whether it's on that jet sweep, slot move, no matter what. Ed Miller Stadium is rocking. Totten lining up with that left foot, will be ready to kick us off here tonight. Gets his team ready, stepping up to the ball. And we are underway, end over end, heading down towards the goal line. Warren underneath, and he muffs it. He's got to pick this up and make something of it. Warren shifting back, trying to stay on his feet. Wrapped up, brought down just inside the 10-yard line. So the Pirates will start deep in their own territory.
Not something you like to see. But one thing I noticed during that play, he was able to get through probably 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah, he was able to slip a couple tacklers there. It's just he wasn't able to get upfield and create. Russell was all over that down there once they saw that muff.
Once they saw the direction it was going, they took a dart to it.
Blood in the water down there, they were able to get to it. Stamper will bring his guys out on the field. It'll be Carson Williams and Ethan Glover in that 2-back set. Look, Wheelersburg last week we saw a lot of run-first formations. Now they're back to that shotgun look. Lattimore in motion. They hand off. Carson Williams up the middle. Diving forward. He'll fight for a couple extra. And it'll be a 3-yard gain for Mr. Carson Williams. Stop made by Max Coburn.
We've seen quite a bit from Carson Williams, especially recently. Hold on, let me find his name here.
Yeah, he's been awesome so far this year, and it's something that you got to be aware if you're the other team. They're going to go to Glover this time. Glover with a lot of room, powering up the middle, and he's brought down just past the 30-yard line. First down, Wheelersburg.
Carson Williams on defense has had 10 tackles and 95 yards of rushing.
Nice job early on. Ethan Glover making it happen. He had that huge touchdown run, and I thought we were about to see another one on that second play. Lattimore in motion. They will give it to him, and he's trying to get to that outside. Nice tackle out there by Patrick, and they finally bring him down. Carson Patrick making an athletic play, getting out there, keeping Lattimore from getting to the outside.
Yeah, watch this. Just really watching where the play's going and finding the holes, blocking them up.
Yeah, he kind of contained him in, and then you saw number 25 there. Josh Hudson was able to wrap him up and bring him down. Switch it up. Eli Stortz will join Stamper in the backfield. Out route looking for Lattimore, and he's going to overthrow him incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd and long for the Pirates. Not a position you like to be in as a football team, but you got a punter like Braxton Sammons. He's going to be able to pin him deep from just about anywhere. Personnel change, Warren off, Thomas on. So they're going to bring a little size on there, that tight end position with Hunter Thomas. Carson Williams in the backfield. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Now they fake the handoff, screen pass. Josh Clark, welcome back to the field, and he's going to have a huge play. Josh Clark got him by the jersey, but he's not going down without a fight. Josh Clark, welcome back. Big play on the screen pass.
That was almost a homecoming play. He's just, you could tell he's been hungry. Looked like an animal out there.
Yeah, he's out with injury and makes a big play there. You see Carson Patrick kind of got a hold of his jersey there. Even Clark was able to break free of that, and he'll come off. They'll give him a breather. Yeah, he wasn't on the field last week. He was in khaki shorts and tennis shoes. He had to watch his guys go to war last week, and he's ready to get out there and get back in the action. Handoff, Ethan Glover powers up the middle, diving forward, and he'll get 4 yards on that carry. Ethan Glover is just such a power runner, and he's been able to create so much this season. Over 100 yards last week, and he's just been a huge surprise for Wheelersburg so far this year.
Yeah, and, last week he had the first touchdown.
Yeah, big.
Really set the tone for the game.
Yeah, big 68-yard run, and he's kind of that power guy. He's not known for going on those big runs, but he made a statement last week with that one.
That's right.
2-back set, they hand off. No, this time they're going to Williams, but he's in the backfield. Flagged from the back judge, and he's brought down. Mason Lykin on the tackle, penalty flags on the play. And this one's coming back. Well, so it'll be 10 yards from where he was tackled, I guess. Yes, so Wheelersburg will be back to way up. 2nd and 21. Penalties are something that's just going to kill someone. Look here. You can see on that offensive line, there may have been a hold down there on the end, and it cost the Pirates 10 yards.
But they have 3 more downs to get there, don't they?
4 wide receivers on the field, no tight end look. Stamper finding downfield. He overthrew it, and it's intercepted. Carson Patrick comes down with it. Creed Warren will bring him down on the tackle. And the Red Devil offense will get great field position to start this drive. Stamper just looking for Josh Clark, just overthrew him on this ball.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell he had the right player in mind. Good power, good pass. Just a little overthrown, and it ended up costing.
Yeah, so it'll go the other way. So the Red Devils will get the ball on the other side of the 50.
Big field shift.
Speaking of big, here comes the big 6'4", 230-pound quarterback, Bradley Rose. Andre Richardson Cruz will be to his right. They're going to run a lot of tempo offense here, trying to get the Pirates off center. Cruz will get the carry. Diving forward, he'll get about 1. Fighting to get back to that line of scrimmage. Swords on the tackle there. See, expect Russell here. They'll come to the line, call for the snap, and then they'll check for a play. Trying to get Wheelersburg to jump. They weren't able to there. Pirates, now they're going to have to adjust here. Be aware of Carson Patrick there in the slot, and they're going to go to him on the screen pass. Josh Clark there to bring him down, and it'll be a gain of 2.
Slowly chipping away at those yards. You called it right at the beginning. Right there to Carson Patrick.
Yeah, Warren was kind of in a zone look, trying to fade in, cheat the run a little bit, and
right.
Patrick was left wide open there on that little bubble screen. They're going to go 4 receivers wide here. Richardson Cruz lines up in the backfield beside him. They're trying to get the Pirates to jump here. Looks like the Pirates might be lining up, and it's a man coverage here. Even though you got Brumfield and Dorr playing way off the ball on that right side. Here they come. Rose drops back, throws, got his man. Hartman brings it in, but he's not able to get much. He's actually going to lose one.
You could tell the Pirates they knew what they were walking into as soon as they were all waiting. They weren't eager to jump.
Look at Carson Williams reading that play, getting out there and bringing him down. Brock Brumfield with some great coverage. And on comes the punt team. It's going to be number 10, Mason Likens, back to punt it. And they're going to send Casey Dorr deep. This is a dangerous position for a punter to come out if you are returning the ball because he has a chance to pin the Pirates deep here. Floating snap, high kick. Dorr's not going to call him off. That ball's going to bounce down towards the corner, and it's going to take a Russell bounce and roll out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 1-yard line. What a punt by Mason Likens.
Very dangerous field position for the Pirates.
Yeah, now they're going to have to expect some power runs. It'll be the 2-yard line. And Pirates once again starting deep in their own territory. That's going to be a huge detriment. That opening kickoff.
Yeah.
Because it really pinned the Pirates deep to start, and now they're going to have to fight to get out of their own end zone and hope this doesn't start as a 2-0 game. Second drive of the game, the Pirates will come out. Power set, Jake Darling, Carson Williams, and Ethan Glover in the backfield. This is a set we saw a lot last week. Looks like you got Eli Swords lining up on one side and Josh Boggs on the other is some blocking for their guys. Stamper takes snap, handoff. Nice job, Jake Darling diving through, getting some extra yards. That's huge.
Yeah, usually they say leave your feet, your dead meat, but he was able to jump over the entire defensive line.
Yeah, he's had to do anything to get out of that end zone, and he'll gain 5 yards. And now you got a little bit of breathing room, but not to the point where you're comfortable.
Right.
Stamper takes a snap. They're going to hand off again up the middle. Looks like they went to Darling again.
Did he make it?
He's going to be short of the first. Oh, he got it.
He got it.
First down, Wheelersburg. Jake Darling doing it by himself.
I mean, it's
Carson Williams on that play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep hammering away.
Yeah, great job on this running attack by Wheelersburg.
And like you said, not exactly comfortable enough yet, but they're still going to keep hammering away.
Yeah, and they might stick to this running attack because obviously Stamper's confidence might be a little rattled after that pass. Super I formation. And the ball's loose. Who's got it? Drew Holsinger
got it.
It looked like Stamper might have lost it here. Let's take a look. Handoff Williams, and it was just a botched handoff. Scrum for it. Nice job, Holsinger, to be aware of the play and fall on that football. That's something that just can't happen there. Stamper's got to be able to put that ball right in Williams' gut so that ball doesn't fall out like that. Power look here once again. Handing off, Glover fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And brings up third down. 3rd and 6. This Russell defense has been tough, and here come the passing weapons. Thomas, Lattimore, and Clark back on the field. This is an obvious passing situation, but I got to wonder, will they do it?
That's a very good question, especially considering the last pass attempt they had.
Yeah, after that last interception, who knows what they'll try here. I formation. They might try and power it up and run it again. Stamper takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looking for the pass. Sees Clark, got him. First down, Josh Clark. Nice run. Wait, no, he's going to be short.
He was short.
Yes, he's going to be short. It looks like he
short. I thought he was 3 yards.
Yeah, I thought he was further down the field than he was, but he's actually going to be short. Looks like he might have had a chance to slip upfield, but nice team tackling there by the Red Devils. And on comes the punt team. Braxton Salmons will be the one to boot this away. Max protection there by the Pirates. They're going to make sure Russell can't get to this football. Give Salmons time to boot it away. Pressure drops off as Salmons given time, and you can't give a leg like that some time to punt the football. Beautiful bounce, and it'll roll deep into Red Devil territory. Down
Pin 'em
inside the 25.
Pin him deep.
Great job by Braxton Salmons, and we'll play the field position game with anyone if we have Salmons being the one to boot it away. Now they're going to have to start from their own 23. Not down at the 2 like Russell got.
No.
But
They also did start a lot deeper.
yeah, considering where that
He was what, like at the
considering
20?
where that started. Yeah.
15? Probably closer to the 15.
Yeah, Russell started their first drive of the game. They started at about the 47-yard line, pinned Wheelersburg down at the 2. Now they're going to start here at the 23, and they got a lot of space to work with downfield. Don't be surprised if Bradley Rose tries to drop a deep ball in over top. Pirates, they're going to go 3 up front, Glover in the middle, Frazier, and Boggs. Only one receiver out wide. Power set for the Red Devils. Bradley Rose takes a snap, handoff. Andre Richardson Cruz diving forward. It'll get about 3.
That's another thing. Why throw your shoulder out when you've got a running back as reliable as
Richardson Cruz.
Richardson Cruz, yeah.
Yeah. 4-yard gain for him. Rose in the shotgun. And Williams went early. But that's going to be a free 5 yards for the Red Devils. And we might have, looks like they're talking about this. This might be on the Red Devils. Williams might have went with one of the others.
Oh,
False start against the Red Devils, so they jumped first.
interesting. I didn't see that.
So Wheelersburg.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down and 11 for Russell.
Yeah, 2nd and 11.
22-yard line.
I didn't see who jumped for the Red Devils, but
I didn't either.
I guess that's why the officials have a better view than we do.
That's why they're right on the line and we aren't.
4 receivers wide, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Wheelersburg, they only got 3 guys rushing unless these outside linebackers come on a blitz. As the pressure might drop off here a little bit as Hutchinson drops into a coverage look. And he will. Rose dropping back, looking for a deep ball. Now he's going to have to create. Slinging it over.
Almost.
Brumfield knocks it away into the stands. Nice job by Brock Brumfield to break it up.
That looked like it was almost intercepted as it was almost punched.
Yeah, nice job here. Bros, he was looking for the deep ball, and it wasn't there. Red Devils will call a timeout, and Brumfield was able to get over there. Him and Hutchinson broke up that pass. And the Red Devils will take a timeout. We will too. 2:28 to go. 0-0 so far here on Burg Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. The life lessons that interscholastic athletics can teach kids are so much more important than wins and losses and will stay with them long after their playing days are over. Discipline, teamwork, sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity can all be learned through school sports. The lessons that these student athletes learn through sports today will help them be prepared for the wins and losses of life tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Welcome back at Miller Stadium. The Red Devils, after a broken up pass and a offsides or a false start penalty, they'll be setting up from their 23-yard line here on this 3rd and 11 attempt. And obvious passing situation. You got to be aware of the arm of Bradley Rose. I mean, he almost fit that ball in there on that right side.
I would just like to say something. I was, scanning the stadium. I noticed that all of Russell's cheerleaders just did a backflip and a wave. That was the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Color commentator staying aware of the surroundings, I guess.
That's right.
3-man rush for the Pirates. They're going to blitz one linebacker and Carson Williams. Rose tees one up down the field. He's got a man overthrown, incomplete. Brumfield got beat on the route by number 11, Doug Osborne. But Rose will overthrow. And on comes the punt team for the Red Devils. Look, he had a man here.
Yeah, he did. He's just overthrown Just a couple of yards. Just a couple more yards and he would have had it.
So this one be incomplete. Casey Dorr.
I wonder if he'll pin him
deep.
at the 1 again.
I don't think from here.
No, not at the 22.
Mason Likens, he's a normal receiver, but he's going to be on the punt. Look at the Pirates. They're going to come after him on this one. Big rush. Likens gets it away, and Dorr will bring it in. Fair catch at the 45-yard line. And this is what I mean, the field position game. Field position game is now Wheelersburg gets to start from their own 45-yard line.
Right.
Instead of their own 2.
Yeah, which makes it a lot easier, I would think, on the Pirates.
Yeah, that's a position where Dorr was ready to fair catch just about anything because the Wheelersburg Pirates brought 8 guys on that rush, and they were really trying to block that thing.
Yeah.
I think the coaches might have saw something with Likens, and he kind of took his time back there.
Yeah.
Wasn't as sure in his foot as maybe most punters are.
It's the little things.
Bringing back out the pass look. Lattimore in motion. Expect that screen pass maybe. No, they go swords up the middle.
Looks like a gain of 2.
He'll get 2. And that's something that a lot of teams are going to be aware of. Eric Lattimore had a huge performance here in the preseason, and he's been kind of focused on all the way up here until week 3. And whenever he's going in motion, you see the entire defense making an adjustment to make sure he doesn't get the ball.
Right, which is a great distraction when you think about it. That's kind of how they used Tanner Holden his senior year.
Yeah, kind of use him as a distraction, let the other guys thrive. Handoff Eli Swords, running up the middle. Pick up a first down.
First down, there you go.
Eli Swords power running, and the Pirates for the first time tonight will be in their own territory. Will be in the Red Devil territory.
And the Pirates, again, making use of Eric Lattimore.
Yes, moving him in motion, creating havoc, open running lanes for Eli Swords.
Just like Mr. Eaton said in the pregame show during the pick'em, players or teams win championships.
Yes, the passing
Teams
game
win
might
games.
not be where it's been the last couple of years, but it's still a threat, and you got to be aware of it. Handoff, Ethan Glover running up the middle. He's going to drag a man. Ethan, that was great. Max Coburn, 6 foot, 205 pounds, and Ethan Glover just look at him drag this man a good 7 yards.
That's just a testament to how insanely strong his legs are.
Yes, just a power back creating yardage out of nowhere. Hurry up offense, Lattimore in motion. Go back to Ethan Glover. Bounce off the left side, staying on his feet. Trying to tiptoe, but he goes out of bounds. He had a wide open lane down the left side, but hey, a first down ain't bad.
You know, if it weren't for that referee up here, it looked like he was still in.
Yeah, it was very close. Let's take a look at it.
He tiptoed out of bounds.
Yeah, bouncing off that left side. Trying to tiptoe in, but he wasn't able to stay in.
If he had half a more yard, he would have been gone. He was beating those guys.
Absolutely. Thomas, he'll go in motion this time. Taking the snap, handoff Carson Williams. And he's going nowhere. Great tackle there by number 59, Connor Goodall. He's the lead tackler for this Red Devil defense.
Good for him.
Time moving under 30 seconds now. The Pirates, they don't have, or they got to run one more. No. Play clock is dead. They might have to run one more play. Now we got a dead ball here as Carson Williams will have to come off. My guess is for equipment. And they'll send Swords on in his place. So, yeah, now the Pirates will have to run one more play before the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, it was equipment. They're over there taping his gloves.
Yeah, it looks like he might have had some loose equipment. Officials had to make that sub there.
It's all about keeping these guys safe so we can come back and play again next week.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We got a stalemate here at Ed Miller Stadium. Pirates 0, Russell 0. You're watching Burg Sports Network. We'll be right back after these messages.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Glover.
Welcome back, Ed Miller Stadium. Stalemate going into the second quarter. Mr. Eaton, I won't waste your breath. I won't waste your time here. Take it over.
All right, so the Russell Red Devils have 5 yards rushing in that fourth quarter, 2 for 4 passing for only 2 yards, 7 yards total in the first quarter. Wheelersburg 79 yards rushing, 31 yards passing, and Ethan Glover 6 carries, 56 yards, leading the Pirates in the first quarter.
Ethan Glover building off that big week last week. Thank you, Mr. Eaton, for those first quarter stats. Pirate offense back in action here. Throw across the middle. Eric Lattimore. How about 6 points on the board? Wheelersburg breaks the stalemate as we head into the second quarter.
Touchdown, Wheelersburg! I'm sorry, Gavin. I just had to do that. I'm excited.
Wheelersburg, first one's on the scoreboard. Check this out. Bryson Stamper staying patient in the pocket, finding the crossing route from Eric Lattimore, and he's wide open, strutting in the end zone for 6. And the Wheelersburg Pirates break the stalemate as Braxton Salmons will come on to add your extra point. Door will be on to hold. Thomas to snap. They've been at it for 3. This is their 3rd year. And just another day in the office for Thomas, Doran, Salmons. 7 points on the board for the Wheelersburg Pirates. Stamper hooking up with Lattimore.
You know, Stamper hadn't had the best game so far. You know, throws a few really good passes. Has that one interception, kind of knocks his confidence a little bit. And then boom, right there, first play of the second quarter. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, he had 3 completions before that one, only for 34 yards in the interception. But now he's able to get that pass in there for the touchdown. Looked like about a 20, 30-yard pass. And Pirates are going to be the first on the board to start the second quarter.
And if you saw that read, Lattimore was full speed across the end zone.
Yeah,
he was full speed.
Lattimore
and he was able to read that.
Lattimore was moving so fast there, he almost left the ball behind him, but he was able to.
Yeah, he was able to go back and catch. That was awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't. Now, I'm not saying Stamper threw a perfect ball. It was a little behind him, but it did the job just as well.
That's all you got to do.
Stamper to Lattimore. We can expect that hookup all season long.
And now Ed Miller Stadium is raring to go.
Rocking and rolling. That's Stamper's, by the way, his second touchdown pass of the season. First one came week 1 to Brumfield. Second one here to Lattimore in week 3. Salmons approaches end over end, heading down towards the goal line. How about a touchback? Braxton Salmons.
He's one of the few high school kickers that can actually get a touchback consistently.
Yeah, doing his job, and that's why he's getting those D1 looks.
That's exactly why.
So, 25. It'll be the 20-yard line where the Red Devils will set up shop and try and respond. Which, if I'm not mistaken, they started off last week 14 unanswered, and Raceland was able to get back in that game. They were obviously able to close them out later on.
And if they were able to get back in that game, that's reflecting of their second half performance. Maybe Pirates can stretching out that lead a little bit.
Handoff here. It's going to be number 4 Hartman on the carry, and hardcore running. He'll get about 5 yards. Halfway to the first down marker. Nice running there by Braden Hartman. Red Devils, they're going to go with a little tempo here. Takes a snap. They go right back to him. Hartman shifting to the inside.
Looked like about 1 or 2.
4-yard carry. And now the Red Devils are really starting to speed up the Pirates.
Yeah.
This is where conditioning comes into hand.
It's that, constant speed and repetition going over and over and over again that, they must have worked on.
Yeah, you got to be ready to go. Richardson, Cruz, and Hartman in the backfield. Now they're going to check on a play, make some audibles, and they're going to read the Pirate defense. Rose takes the snap. Hand off Andre Richardson. Cruz. Can he get it? It's close.
No, he can't. I don't think he did.
He got it.
Ah, really?
Yep, it'll be a first down.
He was right on the line.
Yep. Looks like the Pirates wanted them to measure it, but the officials saw what they saw all they needed to be a first down for Red Devils. And now they're starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm. Obviously, only 7 yards of offense in the first half for these Red Devils.
Right.
Now they're starting to get a little bit of a rhythm. Now they got 11 yards. They'll add 11 more onto that. Drive still going. 1st and 10 from the 30. Two-back set. Bradley Rose in the shotgun. Flags all over the place. Play clock run out. That'll be a delay of game against the Red Devils. You got to be aware. You got to be aware of that play clock.
Got to be aware. There's a reason they put it on both ends of the field.
Yeah, you got to be able to see it. Wheelersburg saw it. They were able to alert the officials. So that'll back them up 5 yards. Those penalty yards, it's going to be a killer for whoever racks them up the most.
Right.
Rose dropping back, first down pass. Darling diving. Deep ball down the middle of the field. Overthrown.
That's the second one he's overthrown.
Doug Osborne once again looking for that deep threat. And my, oh, my. And the Red Devils are going to get a holding call. Ooh. So it'll be 1st and a country mile. Whew. Look at this ball by Bradley Rose, though. I know he overthrew him, but that was a deep pass, and that just showing off the arm strength there. Josh Clark in coverage. It looked like he was standing there right beside Doug Osborne. He was ready to break up a ball that might have dropped right in the pocket.
Or maybe even intercept it. That would have been better.
Who knows? Obviously, your number one priority is break up the pass.
Exactly, yeah.
So this will back him way up.
25.
They'll be at the 10-yard line. Remember when they were setting up 1st and 10 from the 30?
How long ago was that?
Quite a bit.
That was a couple downs ago. Lock and change.
They take the snap. Bradley Rose rolling out. Now he goes back. It's a screen pass. Caught. Slip and fall. Osborne can't go anywhere. And it's only 2 yards on there. Oh, it's Doug Oborn. I want to correct myself there. I've been pronouncing his name wrong. I apologize. So Doug Oborn has been there. Seems like he's been kind of their deep threat tonight. He's been sent out there on those deep balls. It's just Rose can't hook up with him. Obvious passing situation. 2nd and a country mile.
Just chuck it.
See what we got, Rose. He will hand it off. Blowing it up in the backfield, Jake Darling.
And that's 3rd and even more than 25.
Wow. Jake Darling, the sophomore, on a huge blowing the play up in the backfield. Carson Williams on the assist.
Negative 4 yards on that play.
And it'll be 3rd and 27, maybe 32. I don't know.
32. Oh, they backed him up farther. Wow.
It's way back there. And time for that arm strength to come into it. Bradley
Time
Rose.
for that miracle.
Takes a snap. No, the handoff. Andre Richardson Cruz.
Going nowhere.
Ethan Glover in there on the tackle. Josh Boggs in on the assist.
We talk about Ethan Glover on a offensive level, but on a defensive level, he's just as good.
Look at him blow up those 2 offensive linemen, running through them like it's nothing. Just the strength there.
It's like a wrecking ball on a brick wall.
And I think Casey Dorr might be setting up in a place where he can fair catch this ball. Here comes the pressure from the Wheelersburg Pirate punt team. Snap taken. Josh Boggs coming off the edge, and he's not going to be able to get it. Casey Dorr brings it in. Shifting. Ooh. Brought down hard.
Very hard.
Yeah. Wheelersburg, they're going to set up at the 31-yard line. 1 yard short of where, well, 1st and 10 would have been for the Red Devils on that last drive. And this has just turned into a disaster for the Russell Red Devils. Pirate offense getting in a groove. The defense absolutely stout. Penalty yards have just been absolutely killer for these Red Devils. Ethan Glover will set up in the backfield. He's been absolutely electric. They'll give it to him. Glover powering forward.
Keep going, keep going.
Oh, and they blow it dead.
That may have been too early. I think he had more in the tank. He was turning that around.
Number 59, Cotter Goodall, will get credit for the tackle, and he'll only get 1 yard out of it.
1 yard's not nothing. It's not nothing.
It was a one-on-one tackle, though, and they blow it dead. I mean, high school football, maybe that's something you just got to do.
Yeah.
Snap taken. Fake the handoff. They go Josh Clark screen. Josh Clark trying to stay on his feet.
Ooh. Nice
Ankle tackle there by Connor Goodall. Looks like Clark might have thought he stayed on his feet. Let's take a look. Stamper looking out. Look at the offensive line duck through and get out there on the bubble screen. Looks like our cameraman maybe got faked out. Josh Clark rolled over. It was close.
It was close.
It was close.
Another thing, the ref's whistle may have just – Clark may have just missed it. That's one thing Wheelersburg teaches. Play till the whistle's blown. Play's never dead until the whistle's blown.
3rd and 6 from the 28-yard line. Snap taken. They give Ethan Glover. Running up the middle. He's got a
There he goes. Oh!
Great open field tackle by Carson Patrick.
And there's another first down.
Chain gang on the move. First down, Wheelersburg. Nice run there. Ethan Glover being patient. Hole opens wide open. Carson Patrick diving in there to bring him down. Touchdown saving tackle. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Gavin, I'm going to ask your permission on something.
Yes, sir.
If Wheelersburg scores in the next couple plays, I'm gonna ask to say touchdown.
We'll see. Handoff, Ethan Glover powering up the middle.
I just feel like, we've done this long enough. I think I get one. I just want one.
Hey, you got one on the last one.
The last one was delayed.
You still got it. Once you got on the mic, you got it. So I'll make my call, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I like that.
Casey Dorr, Eric Lattimore, Josh Clark out wide. They're going to set up with Eli Swords here in the red zone now. Red zone back. Takes the snap. They hand off. Eli Swords powering up. And he'll get a good chunky yards there, and they'll set up inside the 10-yard line at the 9. 3rd and a long 3 yards is what I'll say. Nice run. It's just that falling forward, Wheelersburg constantly gaining yards however they can.
That push forward mentality.
Yes. I formation. It's going to be Glover setting up at that fullback. Expect maybe a fullback dive. No, they go Williams powering up the middle. And it's not enough for 6, but it's enough for the first down. And it's first and goal.
First down and goal is not a bad field position to be in.
Yep, they're 4 plays to get 3 yards. Nice run there by Williams.
Judging by the last play, I think they got it. Just that fall forward mentality you were talking about.
Yeah, great job so far. And it's something that's just now in this position, Wheelersburg, they had a drive last week where they struggled to get into the end zone when they only needed a short amount of yardage. Super I formation. Pitch out Carson Williams. We got 6 more on the board. Wheelersburg leading.
Can I do it?
Go ahead.
Touchdown, Wheelersburg!
It's going to be a 2-score game. Wheelersburg up, Carson Williams.
Thank you.
A parade of blockers in front of him. Maybe a little bit of homage to the River Days parade coming up this weekend. 4:36 to go, and here comes the trio. Thomas to snap, Dorr to hold, Salmons to try and knock through the PAT. The hold is good. Salmons put it up and through.
Easy.
No doubt about it.
Easy.
Pirates 14, Red Devils 0. 4:36 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching Burg Sports Network. Welcome back at Miller Stadium. Wheelersburg leads 14-0 with 4:36 to go. Braxton Salmon's back on the field to boot this away. Back deep to return will be number 6, DeMarcus Kushner, and number 11, Doug Oborn. Kushner will bring it in. He'll bring it out. Trying to create space, running to that right side, and he's still free. And it'll be Landon, knocked out of bounds. Landon Hutchinson and number Jake Darling, Braden Maxey over there as well to bring him down.
You know, Gavin, you talked about the River Days parade. I feel it's like it's our Wheelersburg duty to say go out there and cheer on Carly Stapleton as she is Miss Wheelersburg this year.
Yes, she's our River Days attendant, and she'll be in action tomorrow during the River Days parade.
She will indeed.
First of many appearances she'll have to make is work inching closer to that River Days pageant.
Exactly.
Rose in the shotgun. He's working from behind 2 scores. They hand off Andre Richardson Cruz. Going nowhere. It's Cole Frazier in the backfield. Nice job, Frazier, breaking in off the edge and bringing him down.
Run by number 28, Andre Richardson Cruz.
He'll only get 1 yard on that.
Stop made by number
You know,
31, Cole Frazier.
we did our research and everything this week. Personally, I expected Richardson Cruz to just be hammering away at the Pirate defense.
Yeah, and
It seems like Wheelersburg has done a pretty great job of keeping him contained.
Yeah, they've been containing him.
They've done their research just as much as we have, and it's paying.
Containing him in that tackle box, and it's been hard for him to get anything going. Checking in the game, number 43, Jackson Willoughby at that D tackle. Throwing out wide. Now he's got Hartman. He makes Williams miss, but it's going to be Hunter Thomas and Eli Swords bringing him down. And it'll be a gain of about 5. So it'll be 2nd and 4, or 3rd and 4.
You know, I say this every game we have so far. The Pirate tackling crew, you don't usually just see one guy. It's always a team. It's a family effort.
Yes.
And they definitely are a family.
You saw, I mean, Thomas had him wrapped up, but Swords made sure he came in on that tackle assist to make sure he finished the play. Now they're going to, look at this, they're going to move Richardson Cruz out to the right. Oh, no, he's getting the play call. So now they'll keep it in that 2-back set. Rose takes a snap. Hand off Hartman. Trying to make a man miss. Tripped up. He's going to be short. 4th and 2.
You know, it looked like his hole closed when he was back there. His hole may have been blocked up, and he had to find a new route.
Wheelersburg, they're going to take a strategical timeout and make the Red Devils think about it. So, if you're the Red Devil head coach here, what's your plan? Because it's 4th and 2, 4th and 1. You're down 14-0, 2:50 to go. What's your plan here? Like, what's your plan of action to try and...
I mean, you can play it safe and obviously go with, you know, the...
punting it away. But down 14 points.
Down 14 points, you got to... I mean, they've been consistent, 1 or 2 yards on their runs. But they've also had a bunch of runs that have been stopped behind the line of scrimmage, which is something...
Here's something I'm thinking. Bradley Rose, 6'4", 236 pounds. They might draw up a little bit of a QB sneak here.
They may.
Just to get that first down.
Right. And, I mean, as long as you have people in front of you to block,
yes,
you're pretty secure.
But the biggest drawback of that, of course... Oh, wait. No, they will be bringing on... Nope, it'll be Rose back behind center.
Looks like
He'll
they're
be in
going
the shotgun.
for it.
He'll be in the shotgun. They're going for it. 3 receivers out to the right. Pirates looking for a defensive stand here to try and get a chance at 2-minute drill before half. Rose.
They may be trying to call him off sides.
10 seconds on the play like this, 2:30 left on the clock. That's killer.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to be able to limit the penalty yards.
Especially this close to the end zone.
Yes, you got to be able to limit the penalty yards. And that'll back them up 15. So it'll be 1st and 25 from the 9-yard line. And they have to get to the 41 if they even want to get a first down now. Yikes. Long way to go. Stamper in the shotgun. Obvious passing situation as they'll bring Creed Warren on the field. But it's a run. Handoff up the middle. Eli Swords
Keep going.
Huge run, staying on his feet, brought down at about the 35, 36-yard line.
And if you're the Red Devils, that is discouraging.
Yes, I mean, you just can't let that happen there.
No. And they're just going to go right back on the line.
Hurry up offense here. They go right back to Eli Swords.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Diving forward, trying to get some extra yards, and it'll bring up 3rd and short. Hurry up offense as we go under the 2-minute mark. Stamper, shotgun, quick pass out, Eric Lattimore. Make a play. Oh, what a move! Eric Lattimore! Go! He's faster than anyone. He's got it! Early cannon. Let's go! Eric Lattimore, 4'6". He is electric. Look at this move. Make a man miss. Carson Patrick didn't know where he was.
My goodness.
And he's faster than anyone on that field, making the Red Devils look silly.
There's a reason on the track team. He runs the 100 for Wheelersburg.
Absolutely, and I mean, they had a chance to bring him down, but even the men in the Jolly Roger knew.
He's just too quick.
Early cannon and all, bring it into the end zone. The trio back out, Thomas, Dorr, and Sammons. Sammons will be trying to add on that extra point. Snap, hold, it's good. Kick up, you bet. Up and into the parking lot. 21-0, 140 left in the half. We'll be right back here on Burg Sports Network. Eric Lattimore's putting on a show at Ed Miller Stadium. He's responsible for 12 of the 21 put on the board. He's been absolutely electric. First on that crossing route that he brought in for the first touchdown of the game, and now the long run. Salmon, squib kick. And it's muffed, and falling on top of it is going to be number 13, Brody Stump. How about Eric Lattimore? He's been electric.
I'm just still caught up with that first juke he made right at the beginning of that play.
Oh, I mean, Carson Patrick is no slouch of a player, and he just looked lost.
Made him slide and everything.
Made him slide, got in the open field, and even deep down the line. Check this out.
I mean, here it is.
Shoop. See you later.
Even in the cleats, you saw turf flying.
Lattimore getting away and
going all the way to the house.
Check this move here at the end, making Oborn miss, taking it for a house call. Pirates lead by 3 scores. Rose back in action, takes a snap, now dropping back. Deep ball, they're taking a shot. Ooh, tipped by Josh Clark, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Carson Patrick. Now, if you're the Red Devils, this is a score or bust drive. You can't go into the half down 21.
Right.
And look at this ball here thrown by Rose.
Yeah, we've seen him go deep quite a bit, and every time it's just a little overthrown.
Yeah, and Clark was able to get up there and try and make a play on the ball. He might have got a little bit of a tip on it, but Patrick had no chance.
Pretty good vertical, too. He got pretty high.
Yeah, Patrick had no chance of bringing that ball in. Lattimore playing off on the outside receiver here. Rose dropping back. He's looking deep. Pressure drops off. Richardson Cruz.
Big hit.
Eli Swords bringing him down so hard.
Eli Swords' cap was detated off of right off his head.
Look at this. Rose, he did a great job looking deep downfield, but Eli Swords wasn't fooled, bringing him down in the backfield.
He even hit someone so hard last week, he did the same thing. Helmet popped right off.
Yeah, and now they're going to bring Eli Swords off the field, checking in for him. It's going to be number 44, Luke Swords. Timeout Wheelersburg with 1:23 to go. And
Now, Gavin, you said this was an important drive. If you were the Red Devil coach, how would you go about proceeding with this drive?
well, they got the ball with 1 minute and 40 seconds left, so it's obvious 2-minute drill territory where you have
Right.
to be able to be ready to go and make a play, because this is where senior leadership comes into effect. And you got number 8, Bradley Rose, the senior. You got but you're working with a young guy in the backfield, Andre Richardson Cruz. He's been playing well so far today, but Pirate defense has been stifling him. He's not been able to get into space.
Right, and another thing I would like to bring up, it's 3rd and 9 right now. How would you go about on any other play 3rd and 9?
It's an obvious passing situation, and they've shown they're able to pass the ball. It's just the deep ball the touch of the deep ball hasn't been there
Just
for
needs to
Bradley
be
Rose.
a little bit lighter.
Yeah, he needs to be able to drop it into the bucket there. And we saw him pregame, he was able to make those passes, but anyone can do it in practice. Now the only question is,
It's the adrenaline that makes the difference.
Yeah, you got to be able to do it in game. And he might be a little wary of those Pirate corners, trying not to throw an interception. Back in action here. Jackson Willoughby will line up in that middle spot once again. Ethan Glover taking a little bit of a rest. Rose looking. He's trying to create a play. Josh Boggs, get yourself a sack. And that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout Wheelersburg. They want this football back. They're not done. Check out Josh Boggs on this pursuit here, coming off that left end. Getting around, not quitting on the play, wrapping him up, bringing him down.
One thing I would like to bring up about Josh, this is his first year playing varsity football. And, and football for that matter.
First year playing high school football, period. He did not play freshman.
Freshman year he ran cross country, oddly enough.
Yeah, freshman year he's a cross country runner.
Sophomore
and junior year, he's a soccer player. He was a part of that Final Four run that they had last year.
And not a high school career.
Yeah, now he switches over to football, and right away he's starting on that defensive end, and he's been a huge playmaker for Wheelersburg so far this year with tackles for loss, QB pressures, just wreaking havoc back there alongside Jake Darling, Ethan Glover, Jackson Willoughby.
One thing I remember when he was playing soccer is that he was always the most physical. You always thought he was going to be a football player.
Yeah, he was always physical. And now Cole Frazier, he'll check in the game on that left end. Boggs will move over to the right. And, well, actually, no, they'll bring on the punt team, 4th and 10. They don't want to give Wheelersburg good field position, so they're going to try and knock it deep. But, oh, Lord, here comes the rushers. Max protecting for the Red Devils.
Can Casey Dorr run it back for another touchdown before halftime?
And it takes a Wheelersburg bounce, rolling back, and they try and kill it. And they will. We got flags. We might have a flag over there on the play. Sideline warning. So it'll be a sideline warning against the Red Devils. And now with 1 minute and 2 seconds left, if you're Wheelersburg, do you play it safe or do you go for 6 or maybe even just 3 more? Because you got Braxton Salmons who's able to knock it in from deep.
Right.
Obviously, you're in a perfect situation up 3 scores just before the half. And look at this defense that they're coming out with. Playing guys way back. You got, looks like 3 guys deep. Oborn, Patrick, and number 26, Braden Cook. Making sure they contain the Pirates. Pirates, they'll read this defense. Take the snap, screen pass. Josh Clark, they got guys downfield. Look at the lineman going to work. Trying to give Josh some space to work, and now they're going to hurry it up as we move under 1 minute to play here in the half.
Look like a gain of 8 or 9. Gain of 9.
Pirate offense has come alive here. 3 scores already.
45 seconds.
Snap taken. It's picked up off the ground. Stamper rolling out. Throw. Thomas brings it in.
First down.
First down Wheelersburg. And
30 seconds to go.
The clock will stop momentarily to move the chains. Wheelersburg hurrying back to the line. And they're going to clock this. 28 seconds left. 2nd and 10 now.
Now they can have that time. They can sit back. They can discuss. They can figure out exactly how they're going to deal with this Red Devil defense. You know, if they go for 3, if they go for 6.
28 seconds. I've noticed Braxton Salmons has moved off the kicking net. Now he's down there near the line of scrimmage. Seems like he's ready to go whenever. Stamper. Ready to take snap, drops back, looking. Stamper, crossing route over the middle. Hunter Thomas staying on his feet. Powering up the middle. And he's going to get a first down. Clock will stop momentarily.
19 seconds. Do they clock it again?
Pirates offense back in action. Shotgun look. Stamper. Clock moves under 10 seconds. They got to go quick. Casey Dorr brings it in. He's running up through the middle of the field. Casey Dorr. 3 seconds left. Clock will stop momentarily. They got to get to the line quick and clock this.
They have 1.6 seconds.
1.6. The clock will start at any second. Clocks it. Whistles. And let's see what we got. That might be the end of the half.
Will they play an untimed down?
I don't know. And that's the end of the first half. That's it. Wheelersburg not able to get the points on the board. Yet they take a 3-score lead going into the locker room. 21-0. Stick around as we got the band coming on the field. Russell and Wheelersburg, as well as halftime stats and big play replays.
That's right.
You're watching Burg Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. The life lessons that interscholastic athletics can teach kids are so much more important than wins and losses, and will stay with them long after their playing days are over. Discipline, teamwork, sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity can all be learned through school sports. The lessons that these student athletes learn through sports today will help them be prepared for the wins and losses of life tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Under the direction of Miss Mallory Scaife, Assistant Directors Alice Maggart and Ty Bender, Color Guard Instructor Kelly Ross, please welcome your 2021 Wheelersburg Pirates Marching Band! Leading them onto the field in the feature twirl, Miss Haven Davis. Our senior band members are David Foley and Hannah Arthur. From the movies and television. To open our show, the band will use the force to play the theme song from the popular movie series, Star Wars. Please enjoy Ghostbusters. Born, featuring Lady Gaga. Whoa. Please enjoy this popular ballad, Shallow. Theme song to a classic police drama series that first aired in 1968, featuring a scary choreographed dance and our very own pirate drumline. Here is Hawaii Five-O.
around the area at halftime. East, 22, Southeastern 0. West, 28, Adena 0. Piketon 30, Valley 14. Northwest 14, Huntington 6. Midford 7, Wellston 6. Waverly 21, Unioto 0. Jackson 17, Tri-Valley 0. Portsmouth 21, Cincinnati Deer Park 7. And at halftime, Fairland 14, Ironton 7. Ladies and gentlemen, get your splits a pot ticket out.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Welcome back to Ed Miller Stadium for this halftime report here on Burg Sports Network. We got some halftime stats here so far. The Russell offense has been absolutely stifled so far. 10 rushes, only 16 yards, seven passing attempts for, 4 for 9 passing attempts, only 25 yards of total offense. I mean, they've just not been able to do anything, especially penalty yards, just absolutely killing them. Offensively for the Pirates as a team, the rushing attack has been awesome. 21 rushes, 134 yards, 1 touchdown through the air. They've been even better. 9 for 11, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns, 293 yards of total offense. They've just come alive here in this first half, and it's been so incredible to watch. Individuals tonight, Ethan Glover, 9 carries, 73 yards. Eli Swords, 5 carries for 42 yards. Carson Williams, 5 carries, 14 yards. And a score, Jake Darling, 1 carry, 7 yards. Through the air, Josh Clark, 4 catches, 42 yards. Eric Lattimore has been incredible. 2 catches, 80 yards, and a score. Hunter Thomas, 2 catches, 14 yards. Casey Dorr, 1 catch for 22. Defensively, tackles have been all over the place. Eli Swords, 4. Hutchinson's got 2. Williams, 2. Hunter Thomas, 2. Josh Boggs, 1 TFL. It was a sack. Jackson Willoughby has 2 tackles and a sack. It's been an overall great score, great battle tonight. David, you got some scores from the area, though?
A few we picked. We had Tri-Valley versus Jackson. Jackson is up 17-0 in the third quarter. Rock Hill and Oak Hill, Battle of the Hills. Rock Hill is up 6-0 in the third quarter. Of course, the score here is 21-0 Wheelersburg Pirates. Let's see what else we have here. Northwest versus Huntington, a local team, 14-6 at halftime. What else we have here? Another
County.
one of our pick'em games. Vinton County and Zane Trace, 14-14, tied up at halftime. And
Okay, I'm going to take you over here. I want to see if I'm reading this right. The Fairland Dragons lead the Ironton Tigers 14-7 at halftime.
I'm befuddled.
The Tigers swept in our pick'em show pretty easily, but the Fairland Dragons have put up an unbelievable fight. Obviously,
Eaton
only
may
one
have misplaced his pick.
Yeah, only one half down so far, but that's absolutely incredible.
For sure.
With that, I mean, there's a couple more scores from the area, I'm sure.
Waverly and Unioto. Waverly's winning 21-7.
Portsmouth West, looks like they're on their way to their first win, 28-0 at halftime. Amanda Clear Creek down to St. Charles, 7-3. Sheridan leads the Logan Chiefs 27-0, but
the Deer Park Wildcats. Now, I picked against them for their name, and I think I picked right. In the second quarter, the Trojans are up 21-7. And
looks like the last one. I mean, we'll get back with a couple more. We got some highlights to play here. It was an overall great first half. Check this ball out. It was Stamper hooking up with Lattimore over the middle. He makes the catch, and he brings it home for the first score of the game. This was early on in the second. And Pirates struck first. Later on, Carson Williams with a brigade of blockers takes it into the end zone for the easy score. They go up 2 scores on that little pitch back. But then it was the play of all plays. Bubble screen out Eric Lattimore. Skip to my Lou. Gets by Carson Patrick, bringing it down that right sideline. Makes 2 of the defenders run into each other.
And
Have
right
yourself
here, another touchdown. This was the play that I think made the game.
Oborn not able to keep his footing as Eric Lattimore with an absolute stellar run. Shifty, speedy.
Skirt.
Not able to be caught, and he takes it home. Pirates lead 21-0 as we set up to go here in the second half. It'll be the Red Devils to receive as they deferred, so they will receive, obviously. If you're the Red Devils and you get the ball first here, I mean, what's your plan? You're down 3 scores. It can't be simple. Like
there's a lot going into their coach's decision. He's got
the deep ball's been there. I want to say this. The deep ball's been there. It's not been something that's just been taken away completely by the Pirates.
Right.
It might be here in the second half. But Bradley Rose has been overthrowing his men whenever they get open on that deep route. So he's got to be able to dial it in, really step into that role as the senior quarterback and lead these Red Devils back. But the Pirate defense has just been absolutely unstoppable. 25 yards of total offense.
Earlier you said color commentator keeping an eye on his surroundings. We have the Pirate mascot out on the stands.
The Pirate mascot out on the stands taking a stroll down, keeping these fans entertained, which Wheelersburg's rolling through a blowout here.
It doesn't take much more to keep these fans entertained. This has been one heck of a game.
And 2 of the captains will head out to the midfield stripe, and they'll talk about what we got going on. And we get ready to go here in the third quarter. Russell's really taking their time over there. We're actually going to take a quick commercial break as we got a minute 30 left. You're watching Burg Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. The life lessons that interscholastic athletics can teach kids are so much more important than wins and losses, and will stay with them long after their playing days are over. Discipline, teamwork, sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity can all be learned through school sports. The lessons that these student athletes learn through sports today will help them be prepared for the wins and losses of life tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Oh crap, the chicken fell off the bun.
Welcome back to Ed Miller Stadium. Welcome back to Ed Miller Stadium. 21-0 will be the start of the third quarter. Wheelersburg will be kicking off. David, talk a little bit about what the game plan has to be for the Red Devils.
Like we were talking about earlier, the long ball is there. It's just not there. It's there, but it's overthrown just a little bit. I think you keep going with that long ball. Just keep hammering away at the long game. You keep throwing that deep ball. You throw that deep ball. You throw that deep, and eventually you're going to get something to connect. And if it happens enough, you can score and possibly put this game back onto a one-on-one guts and glory, take it all game.
Yeah, if you're Russell, this is a must-score drive. You have to score here to start the second half, or you're going to be in deep trouble.
If you don't set the tone, there's no tone that can bring you back.
Braxton Salmons will be on to kick, and you got to think that he's not going to give these boys a chance to bring this one, as he'll be looking to send this one down to the back line. Salmons approach. It's going to be an onside kick. Loose. Recovered. Pirates have it.
Pirates got it.
He got the Red Devils napping.
And it looks like
Jake
the
Darling.
Red Devils won't get a drive this time.
Jake Darling falls on it. And there's no better feeling as a kicker to knock an onside kick.
Man, we were saying before the game the atmosphere was electric and hyped up.
Check this out. Braxton Salmons
this just did it.
comes up and he just knocks it over and he runs right beside the ball. Ball pops loose. Jake Darling there to fall on it.
Very often you see a kicker go after his own ball, but man.
Zero fear from Braxton Salmons, staying right over top of that football, and he's ready to fall on it.
Zero fail this game for Braxton Salmons.
Snap taken, faking it. Take a shot over the middle. Ooh. Through the hands of Lattimore, incomplete.
Just missed it.
Pirates looking to not miss a beat. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Pirates, and now you took your shot. Now you got to settle in. Get into the flow of your offense.
You can't go too fast because you'll make mistakes, and at this point, Pirates don't have the clock to make mistakes.
Yeah, there's no reason to get out of your comfort zone here.
Right.
You're up 21-0.
We've got the score. We've got the clock on our side. We've got everything we need. You got the football, yeah.
2nd and 10. Stick to what's been working. It's been that run game.
And it's not terrible field position.
No. 134 yards on the ground, 21 carries. Lattimore in motion.
Ooh.
Bad snap, but it's going to be whistles all over the place. False start against the Pirates.
When you think about it, it could have been worse.
Yes,
that play could have kept going, and there could have been a turnover.
So Pirates will get away with one there, but they'll still lose 5 yards.
Probably not a big mistake, but probably also not a failure.
Yeah, it looks like. Look, you can see Drew Holsinger in there in the huddle. He was asking, was I the one that jumped? It seemed like they were confused who the false start was on. Back to the line, shotgun look.
As a center, it'd be kind of hard to jump off sides.
Watch out in that slot. Eric Lattimore, he might get a handoff here or a screen.
And he will.
Oh, he's lit up on the catch, though. And it's a gain of nothing, 3rd and 15. Fakes the handoff. And there's just no one there to protect, and it was a easy wide open tackle for Mason Likens.
You know what? I'm going to do myself a favor. I'm going to pull up the Ironton-Fairland game.
So we can keep an eye on it.
Because that is a very big game.
Pirates 21-0.
Score stream coming in clutch with the score.
Shotgun handoff here. It's Carson Williams. He's got a ton of space. He's got the first down and a little bit more. Pirate Drive staying alive.
A little bit more, you say.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Pirates. Ball spotted at the Russell, 27-yard line.
And Wheelersburg continuing to move. Run here. Carson Williams powers up the middle. And he continues to go. And the Pirate offense is humming here to start this second half.
Boom, boom, boom. That's how it's going to sound. In Wheelersburg, I'm sure the entire town can hear those cannons go off.
Snap taken. Fakes the handoff to one. Now they give Glover. Bounce out left side. He stays on his feet. Ethan Glover. First down, Wheelersburg.
And a whole lot more.
And they continue to just move the ball forward.
It'll be first down and goal for the Pirates. Ball spotted at the Russell, 9-yard line.
Pirate offense humming, trying to get some more score here. Snap taken. They hand off Ethan Glover. Powering forward, rolling over. And he's brought down inside the 5.
Stop made by number 25, Josh Hudson. It'll be second down and goal for the Pirates. Ball spotted at the Russell, 4-yard line.
Under 9:30 now. Wheelersburg knocking on the doors. They bring the power group on, and it looks like they're going to try and pound this in. Super I formation. Bryson Stamper takes the snap, pitch it back. Carson Williams. How about a second? Carson Williams in the end zone. Touchdown.
And the cannon goes boom.
Carson Williams getting in the end zone. His second brigade of blocker touchdown. Just look at this. Pitch it back to him. And
this almost looks like the same kind of play, the same style of play that he had when he scored before.
Yes, the offensive line just making it look so easy.
And guess who's up to kick?
And it's Braxton
Your one and only Braxton Salmons.
Braxton Salmons, he's already responsible for 3 of the points on the board with his previous 3 extra points. How about we make it a 4th here? Thomas to snap. It's good. Dorr puts it down. Salmons puts it up. It's no doubt about it, man.
Boom goes the cannon.
Pirates 28. Russell, nothing. I mean, there's just absolutely nothing Russell can do to stop this Wheelersburg offense. Just check this out. Carson Williams, patient. Hole opens up. He busts through into the end zone for the easy score. And he throws the horns down in the time he's able to.
Ooh,
throwing
shade.
A little bit of disrespect in the way, in the direction of that Russell sideline. Salmons will come out to kick this one away, and I saw some heads drop on that Russell sideline when that ball was brought in the end zone. They're down 28 points, 4
They're down in points
game.
and they're down in morale. They need a big morale boost here.
Yeah, it's a 4-score game. This has just been an utter disaster. Look at the energy of this Pirate kickoff team. Braxton Salmons will set up to kick this ball.
They have deep first play kickoff energy right now.
Absolutely.
In the 3rd quarter.
Salmons, I wouldn't expect another onside kick, and this one's booted deep downfield. Caught at the 1-yard line. It's muffed by Oborn. And he breaks through. Ooh. Huge return by Oborn. And he's brought down inside the 25, maybe about the 26, 27. That looked like it could have spelled disaster as he wasn't able to bring the ball in. But he just, look at this, just get downhill and try and get as many back as you can. Great open field tackle there by Creed Warren. And here comes the Red Devil offense, their first chance here in the second half. And they thought they were going to get the ball off the bat, but not to be. Bradley Rose back in action. Checks left, checks right, and here we go. Takes the snap. Hand off Andre Richardson Cruz. Still just
Again, letting him get nowhere.
he can't go anywhere.
They can't connect.
He's such a talented player for them, and he's obviously their workhorse back. But he's just been so, unable to find space here.
Right, yeah.
Wheelersburg is absolutely routing the Red Devils here. Rose back at it with the two-man set in the backfield. Takes a snap, looking out. Jake Darling in the backfield, can't bring him down. Sling it over the middle. Oborn. Oborn can't come in with it.
Almost.
It's just one of those nearly balls. Looking out to that left side, he fires it over there. And he just can't bring it in, thrown behind him. And it's been a rough night for Bradley Rose. He can throw a good ball, but he's just been overthrowing, throwing behind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first adversity this Russell team has had to face. They've been trying to work from behind all night, and it's just not been working. I mean, they had that first.
Where you said last week they came out of the first half on top.
Yeah, they've come out on top in the first half every time. Drop back, Rose fires over the middle. There's no one there, and it's incomplete. Maybe he was looking for Patrick, or maybe he was looking for number 10, Mason Likens, but there's just no one there. Again, it looks like he was just kind of predetermined where he wanted to throw that football and overthrown, or I don't know what happened there. And on comes the punt team, a familiar sight for this Red Devil team.
And Casey Dorr back to return it.
The pressure's not going to drop off here as they're going to come after him. Snap taken. Here they come. Look out, Josh Boggs! But he gets it away. Casey Dorr, he missed it! Ball's loose! Still loose! Red Devils have it!
Man. And that's the shift
And
that they needed.
That's a break that the Red Devils needed. Look at Josh Boggs. Nearly blocked it.
Whew.
Ethan Glover was there too. Casey Dorr called for the fair catch. Oh, wait a minute. He might have got tagged there right on the edge, and the ball still bouncing around, and it was eventually brought in by Richardson Cruz. So the Red Devil offense, it looked like they were out of life, but now they have new life. A new opportunity to try and get some points on the board here. And
a revival out there.
Try and mount the miracle comeback. Bradley Rose in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Richardson Cruz. And that's been his probably most productive carry of the night, 5 yards.
For sure, yeah.
Casey Dorr in there to bring him down. Coming up from the secondary to bring him down. Bradley Rose, shotgun look, takes snap, handoff Richardson Cruz again. And now he's starting to get in a groove here, and the Pirates got to be careful. He's a guy that once he's starting to get downhill, you can't let him get in a groove.
Right, once he starts going, he's going.
Yes. You can't let a guy like him get in a groove like this.
Reminds me a lot of Ethan Glover.
Yes, it's just a guy, once he's in a groove, it's hard to get him out of it.
Just a powerful running back who's you just got to knock out early.
Looks like they're bringing on some new faces. Creed Warren will check in for Casey Dorr here. Looks like they're going to go with a one safety look with Brock Brumfield. Bradley Rose takes the snap. They're going to keep going to him, Richardson Cruz, and they finally bring him down. Josh Boggs with the ankle tackle. Josh Boggs has been very active back there to start this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He had
the sack in the first half. Now he's got a couple
and he almost had
tackles
that block
in the backfield
of the punt. He almost blocked that punt.
Yeah, watch Boggs come off the end here, unblocked, wrapping up around that ankle, making sure he can't.
I think there's a reason they threw him on the outside.
Yeah, he's been playing so well out there, and it's awesome to see a guy like him get in there and just be bought in immediately.
Right. A testament to how powerful he is.
Play clock under 10. 4-man look for the Pirates, and they rush 4. Handoff Richardson Cruz.
Same thing.
Put his head down, trying to get forward, and he'll gain a long 2 yards.
You know, if they don't convert this third down, then they're in field goal territory.
Yes.
And the Pirate to make this a sweep, you've got to really work on either intercepting or obstructing this play and possibly even knocking out a field goal.
Yeah. And now here come the Pirates back out, trying to be able to stop this Red Devil offense, which kind of got into a little bit of a rhythm, but now they force a 3rd and 7. 5:50 to go. Rose takes the snap, looking over the middle. Incomplete.
And now brings up what I expect to be a field goal.
Yeah, and this is an obvious field goal opportunity.
And here they come.
Here comes the kicking team. It's going to be number 33, Nathan Totten, on to get this. And look at that. Nice coverage there by the Pirates. Close to getting a pick. Creed Warren looks like he might have got it. Now here comes the rush. They're going to come after this. 38 yards. No, at a high school level, you never know what you're going to get at this kind of distance. On to hold, number 17, Noah Keaton. Whistles all over the place, and the Pirates were all over that.
Oh,
and the Red Devils
that's going to hurt.
Delay a game, and it'll back Totten up 5 more yards, and that was almost like icing the man. I mean, that's just something you can't let happen. That's the 2nd or maybe even 3rd delay a game, and
right.
They've just not been aware out there.
And Wheelersburg is different because we have play clock on both ends, and they're pretty large. You have to wonder what the strategy is.
Kick is up, nearly blocked, but it's a beautiful kick. That would have been good from maybe 10 more yards. Nathan Totten,
that was
a nice kick. And
great kick.
Russell's on the board, 5:40 left to go.
3-28.
28-3.
Should I say 28-3?
We'll be back after this short break. You're watching Burg Sports Network.
Welcome back to Ed Miller Stadium as we're right off a field goal from the Russell Red Devils.
Yeah, and now they're going to take a little bit of extra time coming out here for the kickoff. They finally got some points on the board, and it's what you need in a game like this, which the odds of coming back are slim to none. Not impossible, slim to none, though, as Nathan Totten will come out and kick it away. You got to be aware, though, they might try and get this football back with an onside kick.
Just as Wheelersburg did not too many plays ago.
Nathan Totten on the lefty kicker. Pirates with 6 men up. Glover covering that middle part of the field. And it will be onside kick. No one's there! Recovered by the Red Devils! The Pirates were caught off guard! There's just no one there! And the Pirate defense comes back on the field. Watch this. Totten pokes it over to that left side, and all the players went up to block, and there was no one there to recover the football.
And that's where you got to watch that ball. Watch, where the kicker's eyes are looking, where his hips are going.
Yeah, it seemed like the Pirates weren't even expecting an onside kick, and obviously in that situation, Russell's going to try and get the ball back.
Right. As close as they can get to scoring every play, every down they get, they're going to do it.
How many times do you see not only one onside kick recovered, but two?
Two, back-to-back. Back-to-back kickoffs, back-to-back onside kick recoveries.
Bradley Rose back at it in the shotgun. Takes snap, drop back look. Quick fire over the middle. And it's caught downfield. Seems like the first time in forever.
First time, yeah.
Bradley Rose finding Mason Likens down the field. Nice sling there from Bradley Rose. Kind of a sidearm, little flick over the middle, and he finds his man.
And thankfully, he wasn't overthrown.
Yes, Rose was able to finally get the ball down. And
he's learning. which is great.
Pirates got to be careful here not to blow this lead. As now it's really starting to get in dangerous territory. Snap taken by Rose. Hands off on a little bit of a draw play, diving forward, and he'll be brought down for a 5-yard gain.
Stop made by number 26, Carson Williams.
Carson Williams able to get in there and bring that trip tackle in. Russell trying to get back in this game, and a touchdown here would be absolutely massive for them.
It would change the whole game.
Absolutely. Bradley Rose in the shotgun.
4:33 left.
Slings it over, and it is incomplete. Ball hits the ground.
Ooh.
And it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Red Devils. 4:27 left. I mean, Rose, it was a good read here, firing it over.
It was incomplete.
It was dropped by number 10, Mason Likens. He's been kind of the target man right here, Mason Likens.
For sure, yeah.
He's been the guy they've wanted to get the ball to. Andre Richardson Cruz lines up to the left of Rose. Takes a snap. They give to him. Richardson Cruz. Stopped. Going nowhere. Nice tackle there by Carson Williams. And it brings up 4th and short. They had a 4th and short before the half, and they didn't go for it. They quick kicked it.
Right. Will they kick a field goal again?
What's the plan here?
I'd say go with the easy points. But they're going for it.
They're going for it.
Unless they try and make the Pirates jump again. Which,
yeah, they might try and
is a
steal
very
some yards.
good possibility.
But you got to save timeouts at this point.
Right.
Bradley Rose. Pirates pressing up, expecting a run. Snap taken. QB draw. Stop!
Going nowhere.
Turnover on downs. And the Pirates take the football back.
Eli Swords coming from behind.
Eli Swords, Drew Holsinger.
He couldn't go anywhere without looking at a Pirate.
Landon Hutchinson, Josh Boggs doing their thing back there, bringing him down.
Yeah, we say this every year. Games are won in the trenches.
Yeah, and it was
right there on that line of scrimmage.
Great job by Wheelersburg to get in there and absolutely blow that play up. Quick substitution there at the end. Man in motion, Lattimore. They hand it to him. Let the playmaker go to work. Eric Lattimore, shifty out to the left side, and he's ran out of bounds.
Looks like he may have gained a few there.
A lot of east and west running. He'll only get 5 out of that. As you can see, he was trying to be patient, wait for a hole to open, but he just kept slowly working to that sideline, making a man miss every once in a while.
And that's his thing. That's where he's comfortable.
Yeah, no rush here for the Pirates, by the way. 3:36 to go, up 28-3. Absolutely no reason to rush. Just get in the flow of your offense and go to work.
You just got to keep the ball off of that back side of the field.
Snap taken, hand up the middle. Eli Swords. And he'll get a couple, and they'll be about a yard short.
You know, something I've noticed about the Pirate offense, they can go back-to-back, pass, run, pass, run, pass, run, and never miss a beat. Most offenses have to completely shift.
No, they don't miss a beat. They can go hurry up.
They can go hurry up, pass, hurry up,
hurry up with a run, and they just don't miss a beat no matter what they're doing. Snap taking snapper, hand up off the middle. Did he get it? It's close, and yeah, looks like he got it. First down, Wheelersburg. And it'll be Connor Goodall in for the tackle. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line.
You know, it was nearly 80 degrees when this game started. It's dropped almost 20 degrees since then.
Down in the 60s, 64 degrees is a slight.
That's a big shift in temperature.
Starting to get a little chilly as it looks like we might get down in the 50s as we get later into the night. Handoff Ethan Glover up the middle, spinning forward for a nice gain of 2 to 3 yards.
Stop made by number 25, Josh Hudson. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Pirates. Ball spot on their own 27-yard line.
You know, if you can keep Josh Clark, Eric Lattimore, Who else? Ethan Glover and Eli Swords out there as your weapons. You don't. Like I was saying earlier, we can go pass, run, hurry up offense on every play.
Yeah, they're just keeping Josh Clarkson that one man wide. Flag, and it's going to be maybe an offsides as it came in from that line judge. And it's a false start against the Pirates. So this one will be coming back. Again, penalties are just killers.
Illegal formation.
Oh, illegal formation. So it'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Pirates.
2nd and 12 is not ideal, but not terrible.
Oh, absolutely
We've
not
been in
ideal.
worse. A couple years ago, I remember it was 3rd and 50-some.
Yeah, penalties like every year. It seems like teams, when they're starting to run away with the game, they get sloppy, and penalties become an issue.
At least it's not the United Nations. There's not too many flags.
Yeah, not too many flags. So, Pirate offense trying to get back to work here. Now they'll go back in this shotgun look. Might let Stamper throw the ball again. Fakes it, looking deep downfield. He's got Eric Lattimore.
Oh,
jump ball incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Score update real quick from Ironton. Ironton is able to get a touchdown on the board. It's now 14-14.
This is going to be a nail-biter.
3 minutes to go in that 3rd quarter over there. So they're a little bit behind us.
A little bit behind, but right back to that play. Eric Lattimore.
Oh.
That was a pretty good vertical.
Oh, yeah.
That was impressive.
That ball was a little – it would have been nicer if Lattimore was able –
a little shorter.
No, Lattimore was able to run under that ball and just drop straight in the pocket, but it was thrown behind him. He had to come back and try and make a jump ball play on it. And now they'll throw it out, Carson Williams, and this could be spelling disaster, and it will. Carson Williams brought down way behind the line of scrimmage.
You can tell he's upset.
And they'll have to call on the punt team here. Brody Stump in there on the tackle. Pirate offense has been stalled out here in the 3rd quarter thus far. Besides the first drive where they got the touchdown, this drive it's not been as productive as they go back 7 yards and they'll have to punt it away as we head under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Salmon's back deep to punt. 2 men back deep for the Red Devils to return. Pressure drops off as Salmons is given time to boot it away.
Deep punt.
And it's brought in by number 10, Mason Likens. 47 seconds will be left here in the 3rd quarter. 49.
We've got time.
So the
Pirate time.
Yeah, the time is on the Pirates' side, and it would be hard to believe, considering there's only 12 minutes and 49 seconds of actual football time left to be played.
It would take an Ironton Jackson level comeback.
Oh, it would take a miracle for Russell to come back in this game.
And I'm just going to say, the Ironton Jackson comeback. Ironton, I mean,
it was an exciting finish.
That was a nail biter turned into a miracle.
Yeah. Handoff here, Hartman in the backfield. How about you pick yourself up another one? Josh Boggs, tackle for loss. And flags all over the place, flying all over the field. And this might be on Mr. Josh Boggs, as he might have had some after the play extracurriculars. As we await the call, there are 4 flags on the field.
My goodness.
Take a look from this back angle. Yeah, Boggs just wrapped Hartman up. And the play was eventually blown dead, and he stands up trying to get away. And he pushed him down after it. So let's see what the call is. We got a dead ball personal foul against Russell. Dead ball personal foul against the Pirates. And they will cancel each other out. Okay.
No change.
And a lot of jeers and boos as we will do 1st and 10 all over again. So knock the tackle for loss out of the scorebook for Josh Boggs. No, 2nd and 11. So the play will still stand. So
he does get that tackle.
He will get the tackle for loss. Great play there by Mr. Josh Boggs to get in there. They'll hand off Hartman again. We're running it in, and he'll gain about 2 yards. Then it'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Boggs again on that stop.
Yeah, he's been awesome.
He's all over
there.
the place.
He's been awesome. I mean, Pirates have been running 3 up front basically this entire half, and obviously Andre Richardson Cruz has looked a little better on the ground, but still, that combination of Jackson Willoughby, Ethan Glover, Josh Boggs, Cole Frazier, they've been awesome stuffing out this run. Oh, and Jake Darling, too.
Right, yeah.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Your score, Wheelersburg 28, Russell 3. We'll be right back here on Burg Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. The life lessons that interscholastic athletics can teach kids are so much more important than wins and losses, and will stay with them long after their playing days are over. Discipline, teamwork, sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity can all be learned through school sports. The lessons that these student athletes learn through sports today will help them be prepared for the wins and losses of life tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
We're back in action here at Ed Miller Stadium. Some quick stats here. Overall, Ethan Glover, 12 carries, 91 yards. Eric Lattimore, he's touched the ball 3 times tonight, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bryson Stamper, 11 for 15, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns through the air. Defensively, flags all over the place on this first play. Defensively, Eli Sword, 6 tackles. Carson Williams, 6 tackles. Josh Boggs, 6 tackles for the game, a TFL, and a sack. It's right now, if you're telling me we need to pick a player of the game, it's between Josh Boggs and Eric Lattimore.
Oh, for sure. They've both been electric tonight. They've had that mindset.
And obviously, I want to give a quick shout-out to Bryson Stamper because he's really flipped
He's grown into that quarterback position.
He's kind of flipped it into gear here after that interception. He's kind of starting to come into his own. Bradley Rose in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Quick drop looking. Deep ball looking. Caught by Oborn. Creed Warren trying to run him down. Can he make the open field tackle? No, he can't.
Oh, my goodness.
What a play. Doug Oborn in the end zone. I'm going
to give it to Creed Warren. He's stuck with him.
Yeah, but
that fancy footwork.
A great ball here from Bradley Rose. Reads the play. Creed Warren, he kind of got burned there. Ran him down. Doug Oborn making a nice play. Creed Warren not able to bring him down, and he brings it in. So awaiting the PAT, it is now Wheelersburg 28, Russell 9. Totten on to attempt the point after the touchdown. Hold up, and
good.
It's good. 11:49 left here in the fourth quarter. Your score, Wheelersburg 28, Russell 10. We'll be right back here on Burg Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. The life lessons that interscholastic athletics can teach kids are so much more important than wins and losses, and will stay with them long after their playing days are over. Discipline, teamwork, sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity can all be learned through school sports. The lessons that these student athletes learn through sports today will help them be prepared for the wins and losses of life tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Welcome back to Ed Miller Stadium. Russell starting to work themselves back in the game. It was 28-0. It seems like not too long ago. But after a field goal, onside kick, and then a long methodical drive, they're able to get back in this game.
And now they're back into it, big time.
Still a 3-score game.
Still a 3-score game, but they have a.
They have a shot.
It's still going to take
impossible.
a miracle.
It's not impossible.
But they can do it. I have faith. I'm
Totten.
supposed to be a Wheelsburg fan, but I have faith.
Totten approaches, and it's a deep kick heading down towards Eric Lattimore, and he'll bring it in. You got to watch out for him. He's a big play threat, and he runs out to the right side. Staying on his feet, Eric Lattimore. And there you got a flag coming in, and we might have a block in the back here.
That's what I thought I saw a block in the back. Looked like he was shoved out of bounds from behind.
This thing might be coming back. Right here, Lattimore.
Watch here. Let's see if he does get pushed in the
Hey, might be a blindside block on Carson Williams.
back. Maybe.
Let's see what we got. Crackback block against Carson Williams. So
That just sounds like it hurts.
Pirates are going to be way back at their own 10-yard line now. That's brutal.
That's deadly field position right there.
Seems like they had great field position to start this game, but now they're going to have to back way up. Pirate offense back to work. Ethan Glover. They are 90 yards away. Snap, low snap, actually. They give Ethan Glover, and he'll get a whole lot of little.
Whole lot of little. I like the way you said that.
Whole lot of little. Josh Hudson on the tackle.
It'll be second down and 7 for the Pirates. Ball spotted on their own 13-yard line.
2 to 3 yards gained on that one as we move down towards the 11-minute mark. Stamper in the shotgun. Glover to his left. Take the snap, fakes the handoff, looking downfield. Stamper's going to have to move, flicking outside, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass by Bryson Stamper. There are penalty flags on the play.
Penalty flags on the play. And it's a holding against the Pirates.
Holding against the Pirates.
Ooh.
That's brutal.
That's.
It'll be half the distance to the goal.
Ugh. Man. That's painful.
Yes, and they'll
Even
back,
to hear.
they'll back way up, and we'll see where they spot this ball. Oh.
The penalty will be declined.
Oh, it is
Oh.
declined. So it'll bring up third and
Third down and 8 for the Pirates. Ball
Third and
spotted
8.
on their own 12-yard line.
interesting.
Yeah, that was odd.
So they declined the penalty. So now Wheelersburg has a shorter field, which I guess they didn't want to give them the extra down only to get 6 or 7 yards back.
Right, yeah.
Power I formation, 3rd and 6. Pitch back, Carson Williams getting forward.
Did he get it?
He got it.
He got it!
Run by number 26, Carson
Big
Williams.
play, Carson Williams.
And he'll move the chains. Carson Williams, nice job. Power running, staying on his feet.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Pirates. Ball spotted on their own 21-yard line.
Pirate offense. They just got to, I mean, honestly, 10 minutes left. I've seen high school football teams just hold the ball for the rest of the games like
Right.
this. Snap taken, Stamper, hand off. They give Carson Williams,
He's got it again.
and he's going to get another
And
first
another
down.
one.
Williams, saved by number 26.
Carson Williams is really starting to come into his own here.
First down and 10 Pirates. Ball spotted at their own 32-yard line.
I mean, as far as overall player, Carson Williams, he's been active on the defensive side of the ball. 2 touchdowns offensively. He's been great. 2 back-to-back first downs there, and they go back. Power I. Pitch it back. Let him go to work. Feed him. Carson Williams brought down. Only a gain of about 1.
Run by number 26, Carson Williams. Stop made by
Maybe
number
a gain of
13,
2.
Brody Stump.
I'm just going to say, Carson Williams has been diving for yards quite a bit.
Down and 8
And-
for the Pirates. Ball spotted on their own
No quitting him.
32-yard line.
Right, and I know more than anyone, or you know more than anyone, as a goalie, turf burn hurts.
Oh, it's not fun. But it's
that determination.
Yeah, these guys out here are fighting for every yard that they can get.
They've got a week to recover for the next game.
Pirates come out
Make
in the
it
I
count.
formation. Snap taken by Stamper, and the line collapses on him. Eli Swords is brought down. Looks like he wanted a face mask call.
Run by number 23, Eli Sword.
And I'll bring up 3rd down and about 6 yards. Let's check it out. Swords carrying up, and maybe it looks like it might have been. It might not have been.
35-yard line.
It looked like it was maybe closer to a horse collar.
Power crew back on the field.
Time to hammer away.
Yeah, it looks like they're just
At
going to
3rd and
power up
7.
here. If I had to expect anything, it's that power I formation. Oh, they're going to go full house. I stand corrected. Stamper takes a snap. And Carson Williams got the hand. No. Jake Darling got the handoff, and he's not able to go anywhere. And it'll bring up 4th down for the Pirates. 8:20 on the clock. Pirates are going to burn about 3 minutes off the clock here, and on comes the punt team.
Now, we've seen fake punts.
Nah,
I don't
not in
think
this
you see a
situation.
fake punt here.
No, not in this situation.
You're comfortable enough. You don't need the extra yards. You don't need the extra points.
No, there's no reason to
Just
fake
kill
a
the
punt.
clock. Pin him deep. Knock him out.
Braxton Salmons drops back, and he'll be the one to punt this away. Under the 8-minute mark. Looks like Russell might be coming after this one. Watch out for Coburn on the end as Salmon's a high looping punt.
Wow.
And it's touched! No, what?
Oh!
And they say it's going to be downed by Eric Lattimore. Let's take a look on the replay.
Do we have a replay of that?
Eric Lattimore to down it, and let's take a look. Salmon's a great punt. I mean,
Oh, that was
that
flawless.
That thing was going to take a couple bounces and head down towards the goal line.
For sure.
When you give a guy like him that much time to punt, he's obviously going to knock it down deep. Oh!
He may have touched it.
I think they might have missed that. They definitely. And I think.
In any game, you have good and bad calls.
Like
Just whatever the ref sees.
So Russell will catch a break there. 7:34 left.
Big break. Now they have to score on this drive.
Yes, this is a must score. Snap taken. Quick screen. And he
Incomplete.
skips it. Incomplete. See, like that. Passes you got to complete here.
Right. Now comes now's the term where you come in and you have to be clutch. Every play.
Yeah.
Every play you've got to give everything you've got. Take a 10-second break and give it again.
80 yards to go. They need 6, and they need 6 fast if they want a chance to get back in this game. They're going to stick around with that 2-back set. And timeout Russell. They'll take a timeout. We'll take one too. Wheelersburg 28, Russell 10. 7:30 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Ed Miller Stadium as Wheelersburg is on top of the Russell Red Devils, 28-10.
7:30 left here in the fourth quarter. The Red Devils are trying to get some offensive flow here. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Bradley Rose in the shotgun as the clock will begin to tick. Snap taken. Rose. He's got to try and make a play. Throwing, spikes it into the ground and complete.
Bradley Rose passes incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
And it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Red Devils. Yeah, look, Rose just He just had to spike this one down as had no one and the pressure was coming. Third and 10, obvious passing down. Pirates by 18, 7:25 left. They're going to go 4 wide. Pirate coverage has got to be locked down here. Rose takes the snap. Fighting, looking, throw. And it's caught, completed by Mason Lycan. Penalty flags on the play. Will this come back? And it's holding against the offense.
Like we said, penalties will kill a team.
Oh, yeah.
And this year especially.
Look at this throw. Oh, my. What a catch by Mason Lycan. All for naught. As it'll be 3rd and 20 now. You want to talk about penalties killing a team. If I just saw that right, Ironton just had a touchdown called back.
Ooh. And that's going to be major in a game like this. They're in the 4th quarter with 8 minutes left, and they're tied up at 14.
Ironton, looks like they just had a score, and it got called back due to penalties or who knows what. So they'll be back to way up.
Way, way up. Ooh.
Anyway, back to our game.
Back to our game.
Rose in the shotgun takes the – look out, Landon Hutchinson. Incomplete. Landon Hutchinson unblocked
Had him
off
in the end zone.
That'll bring up 4th down, and on comes the punt team.
Didn't Landon Hutchinson have a safety sack last week as well?
Yeah, and he nearly got
almost
himself
had a
another
second one 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that was
close.
Had a big chance. You want to talk about big plays. The Fairland Dragons just picked off the Ironton Tigers.
They ran it back far. But here in Ed Miller Stadium, Wheelersburg is...
Watch out for the pressure here. They're going to be sending a lot. Pressure drops off. Never mind. Punt deep down the field. Casey Dorr tracking it. And it takes a Wheelersburg bounce. As if it couldn't get worse for the Red Devils.
Down at the 30. That brings up 1st and not very far.
1st and 10 for the Wheelersburg Pirates. They'll start at the 31-yard line. Might I add, immediately in field goal range for Braxton
Immediately, yeah. Braxton, I'm just going to say, he has the best range for a high school kid I've seen personally.
Yeah, now you just got to play smart football here.
That's right.
Like, you can't have stupid penalties. You can't knock him out of field goal range, basically. Well, speaking of, now the ball will be brought.
Holding.
And it's holding against the Pirates, so it'll be brought back, and we are out of field goal range. That was fast.
Yeah, you could say that again.
So, Pirate offense will come out. 4 receivers wide, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 41. Carson Williams hand off, and he's going nowhere, gaining nothing. Oh, it's Eli Swords on the run.
Good for him.
Second and 10, gaining nothing, 6:40 to go. I don't expect the Pirates to throw the ball here. There's no reason for them to. I spoke too soon. Eric Lattimore with the catch out wide. They're going to drag him back.
Ooh.
Might have been a little bit of a late tackle, but nonetheless, that's it. And it'll be brought 4 yards behind the line. It'll be 3rd and 14.
He was thrown down 5 yards behind where he was tackled.
Yep. 6 minutes. We're approaching 6 minutes to go here in this game. Stamper in the shotgun, 3rd and 14. Takes a snap. They hand off Eli Swords, and he's going nowhere. And it'll bring up 4th and 14. And it's time to make a call to the punt team as the Pirate offense just hasn't been able to get going after that first touchdown.
Eli Swords looks like he's limping off.
He might be cramping up here.
Might be cramping up. You're right.
And the Red Devils, they're going to send number 2, Carson Patrick, back deep to return. And number 10, Mason Likens, will go back to help him.
You know, in a game this long, as much as they've run, Eli
6
Swords,
seconds
I'd
on the
probably
play
be
clock.
too.
The Pirates got to get this off quick. And they'll take a timeout.
As I was saying, like, for Eli Swords to be run that much in a game this long,
Yeah.
this has been a long game.
Yeah, this game has dragged on, and I thought we were
This
going
has
to get
been a very clock-managing game for both sides.
After the way that it was going, and Pirates got out to that 28-0 lead, I thought a running clock was inevitable, but nonetheless, Russell kept their composure.
They kept their composure. They kept working. Like I said, I'd be cramping too if I was Eli Swords.
Yeah, Russell took a timeout.
Interesting.
I thought Wheelersburg took that
I did
timeout,
too.
but nonetheless, timeout Russell.
It kind of seems like, well, never mind. I thought I was mistaken in my memory.
No, it'll be 5:16 to go. 4th and 14, Wheelersburg. Obvious punting situation. No need to fake it or do anything special. Just let your man Braxton Salmons do what he needs to do and knock this thing down inside the 20, maybe even the 10, and force the Red Devils to work from deep in their own territory. Maybe even force a muff.
You know, I've got to give it to the Pirate football fans. Even if it's a long game, like we've said, they just don't leave. They're
No.
there for their team. And on beach night of the cheer block, too.
Hawaiian night. Braxton Salmons will be back deep to punt this away. Red Devils bringing a hard rush. Salmons, he's going to be able to get this one up. High arcing.
Big deep kick.
And it bounces into the end zone, and Salmons, he's a little upset with himself on that one.
That's all right.
She was able to get that down, but it wasn't angled off to the left enough. Red Devil offense will get underway here from the 20-yard line.
Five minutes left.
This Pirate defense
You're
has
the
been
Red Devils. You want to put one more score on the board. How are you going about this?
drive for pride. I mean, the game's not over. I mean, if they score here, it's still a 3-score game.
Very true. Very true.
Looks like a couple people might be heading towards the exits to beat the traffic. Rose takes snap, handoff Andre Richardson Cruz. He's got some space, trying to stay on his feet, dives forward, and they'll get a gain of 9 on that play to bring up 2nd and 1.
Is that his longest drive of the night?
It might be.
Pirate defense has just been there to lock him down every time. Got to give it to him.
Clock rolls under 5 minutes here. Bradley Rose in the shotgun. He takes a snap, drops back, looking. Deep ball might be there. Over the middle, Carson Williams nearly had an interception, and that might have locked himself up a player of the game if he brought that in.
Oh, for sure. But he still stands a very good possibility of our offensive player of the game.
Yeah, he's been great on both sides of the ball.
Oh,
Ball control.
Yeah, both
Ball
sides.
control and offense. Solid tackler on the other side, leading this Pirate defense.
Got to give it to him. He's playing like a beast tonight.
Yeah. Other contenders, though, Josh Boggs. Eric Lattimore. Ethan Glover. You never know. Maybe even Bryson Stamper.
Maybe.
Rhodes, it's going to be a QB draw. Ethan Glover, wrap him up, bring him down. How about this
Getting
stand
nowhere.
by the Wheelersburg Pirates, and it brings up to 4th and 1. What a stand by the Pirates.
Don't let him move.
Not letting them get anywhere.
Pirates want to throw more points on the board.
Well, here
Increase the lead.
Here come the Red Devils.
They're going to go for it.
4th and 1. Bradley Rose in the shotgun. He takes a snap, looking. He's going to pass. Sling it over the middle, looking for Carson Patrick.
He's got it.
He's got it. Brumfield trying to chase him down. Gone.
Touchdown.
Carson Patrick. Touchdown. Red Devils.
Good for them. They needed a little morale boost. Like
Bradley
you said, drive
Rose
for pride.
Connects up with him, and now it's all of a sudden, instead of it being 28-0, 16 unanswered Red Devil points. Will they go for 2 here? Because if they go for 2, it makes it a 10-score game, a 10-point game, which is a touchdown and a field goal.
Which is easily done at this
See what
rate.
they're doing.
With 3:50 left. Are you going for 2?
They're going for it.
Looks like they will.
This is big.
This changes their stance in the game.
Bradley Rose, 2-back set, takes a snap, rolling out right, design throw, looking for his man, fire out the back of the end zone. 2 points is no good. 3:50 remaining. We're going to take a break. Wheelersburg leads 28-16 over the Red Devils.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Ed Miller Stadium. Fourth quarter football here is all of a sudden 16 unanswered points, and Russell's trying to make this a game. 12 points separate the Pirates and the Red Devils.
Whatever speech was given in that locker room, it's working.
All 16 coming here in the fourth quarter. Be aware of an onside kick attempt, and it will be. Up comes Clark. Fall on it.
Got it.
Trap it.
Like I said, whatever speech was given, I don't know if it was Michael's secret stuff or whatever it was given, but it seems to be working for the Red Devils this half.
Pirates, they're going to bring on their power crew here, and it was a nice job by Totten to try to pooch that ball over, very similar to what they did the last time. Just this time they had Josh Clark there to come up and corral that football.
Right, like we said, coming off an injury, he's wanted this game for a long time.
Power T look. 3 guys back there. Darling, Glover, Williams.
Oh, he's off.
One man tripped up. Ooh. Inside the 20. Carson Patrick runs him down.
You could just see that coming as soon as he broke the line of scrimmage. He was out of there.
Carson Williams, a great run. Trying to beat Carson Patrick, but he wasn't able to. First and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Pirates.
As it nears toward 9:30, you know these guys are tired.
Snap taken, Stamper, handoff. Going nowhere is Jake Darling. Max Coburn in there on the tackle. 12-point lead. Clock continues to roll. Only one timeout for Russell. They've had to take timeouts because of play clock issues, and it's something that you just can't let happen in a game like this. Those timeouts are valuable.
They are. It's a currency almost.
Yeah, and Wheelersburg, now they have a chance.
There's a reason they say spending your timeouts.
Yeah, now they have a chance to really run this out. Carson Williams.
Again!
At a third. Pylon!
That's it!
Touchdown! Wheelersburg. Carson Williams, his third.
There's the cannon.
What a game for Carson Williams. Running like the demon out of the backfield.
I've got my vote for offensive player of the game.
How about just flat out player of the game? He's been stellar on both sides of the ball. And you know what? I hear a hammer hitting a nail. I think that's the final nail in the coffin.
That's it. There's no way Russell can come back. No way.
The trio.
I hate to
Thomas.
be that guy.
The trio, Thomas, Doran, Salmons, on to attempt the extra point. Up and nearly blocked. Nonetheless, over the locker rooms and into the woods.
Oh, we got a cramp.
Wheelersburg, 35, Russell, 16, Carson Williams. Have yourself a game, son. Diving for the pylon. Extra effort to get her done. We'll be right back here on Burg Sports Network. Never mind, we're staying right here. 2:23 left, Wheelersburg. They're going to come out and kick this ball away. And
Looks like we got a cramp over
Yeah.
on the 20-yard line.
we're going to take a minute here. And I want to say these Russell sides, it's really emptied out over there.
And it looks like the cheerleaders have found a megaphone. They're getting the crowd going.
Even up, Wheelersburg leading by 19 now. Yeah, I mean, this game. Quick math. 2:23 left. And now here comes the kicking unit. Braxton Salmon's out to kick this one away. Pirates. Got to kick this one deep. Let's see if Salmons can pick himself up another touchback.
Whew. I think he'd do better kicking it right on the 1-yard line. I want to see him deep.
They call him the boomstick, so let's see what he can do.
Boomstick, Legatron, I've heard it all.
Braxton Salmon's approaching from that right side, end over end, heading down towards the goal line, and it's brought in at the 1-yard line. Running it out.
Ooh!
Staying on his feet, DeMarcus Kirschner.
Jake Darling almost had that tackle.
Yeah, there's a flag out behind. Let's see what it is. Nice kick here from Braxton Salmon's heading it down towards the goal line.
Braxton Salmon, I am beyond impressed.
Yes, he's bad.
With that skill and that determination to just keep going. Like,
Blocking the back against the Red Devils.
Red Devils blocking the back them up, and penalties are absolute killer.
backed
in
up
games
way
like
up.
this. There's
That
absolute-
run was for naught.
It'll be first down and 10. Russell
Almost right where the ball landed.
inside their own 8-yard
Right where the ball was caught.
Two back set. 2:15 to go. Bradley Rose will take the snap. Handoff. Actually, no, it's not Bradley Rose. Checking in the game. Ethan Pack, number 3. Number 39, Colby Rock, the junior. And the Pirates are going to start making a lot of substitutions here as they switch it up front. Ethan Glover, Jake Darling, and Josh Boggs will check off. Look at this. The Pirates might only be rushing 2 guys here.
Interesting.
Oh, here comes a third. Snap taken. And he's staying on his feet. Wrapped up. Ooh, finally brought down Landon Hutchinson, number 39, Colby Rock. With some good running, Chains will move.
I think with 1:31, how are you getting in the end zone? We know the game's over pretty much. How you
They
getting in
are
the end
running
zone?
the ball. Clock continues to tick down. Pack will set up in that shotgun. 1:15 left. Overall, great game by the Pirate defense. They really put these guys in the situation, and the offense came alive this game for Wheelersburg, especially in that second quarter. Tackle for loss there. Number 16, Hunter Thomas. As the clock will continue to roll here.
Also, a great
Checking
game
off.
for Hunter Thomas.
Yeah, checking off here, Josh Clark. As they'll bring on a substitution and Creed Warren for him. What a return week for Josh Clark. He had some huge plays, receptions, breaking up some passes. Ethan Pack takes a snap, handoff up the middle.
Going nowhere.
This one to number 18, Noah McDaniels. Clock continues to roll, and both teams will head towards the midfield stripe as that'll be it. Your final score, Wheelersburg 35, Russell 16.
And your Wheelersburg Pirates are the champions of this matchup.
We'll be back with the post-game show and some post-game stats. Wheelersburg wins 35-16. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. The life lessons that interscholastic athletics can teach kids are so much more important than wins and losses, and will stay with them long after their playing days are over. Discipline, teamwork, sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity can all be learned through school sports. The lessons that these student athletes learn through sports today will help them be prepared for the wins and losses of life tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Welcome back to the Burg Sports Network post-game show. I'm joined here by Mr. Eaton. And Mr. Eaton, let's have some post-game stats.
All right, so we'll start with Russell. Number 11, Likens, I believe is his name. He has 2 catches for 61 yards.
Doug Oborn.
Oborn. Okay, thank you. You're going to have to help me with the names.
Right.
Number 11, 2 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown catch. Number 2 is
Carson Patrick.
Patrick has 2 catches for 73 yards, 1 touchdown catch. Their quarterback, number 8,
Bradley Rose.
He threw for 158 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Only had 9 yards at halftime throwing, but had 149 yards the second half. So he had a really good second half. And number 28, their leading rusher, number 28's name,
Andre Richardson Cruz.
He had 14 carries for 50 yards. At halftime, Russell only had 25 yards of offense, but the second half they really turned it on offensively. As far as the Pirates are concerned, I'll start with at the bottom and work my way up. So Eli Swords had 10 rushing attempts for 50 yards. That's 5 yards a pop. Ethan Glover had 13 attempts for 95 yards. So Ethan Glover is averaging 100 yards a game over the last 2 games. He had 111 last week. He had 95 this week. And then your leading rusher and leading offensive outputter would be Carson Williams, had 13 rushing attempts for 119 yards and 3 touchdowns. So we had over 250 yards of rushing offense. And then as far as receiving is concerned, Josh Clark caught 4 balls for about 45 yards. Eric Lattimore led the way with 4 catches, 76 yards, and 2 touchdown catches. As far as the defense, we had 3 main folks, and go figure, Carson Williams was also a part of that. He had 6 tackles from the linebacker spot. Eli Swords had 7 tackles for the linebacker spot. And then your leading tackler on the night was number 6, Josh Boggs, had 7 tackles, a sack, and a tackle for loss. So if I'm giving a defensive player award, Gavin, I'm going to give it to Josh Boggs, number 6. If I'm giving an offensive award, I'm giving it to Carson Williams, 13 carries, 119 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And that, my friend, is your stats of the night.
Thank you, Mr. Eaton. We're going to get to some replays here. Highlights of the game between the Russell Red Devils and Wheelersburg Pirates. Early on, it was all Wheelersburg. First play here of the second quarter. A nice little touch pass over the middle, finding Eric Lattimore, and he gets in the end zone for the first touchdown of the game, breaking the stalemate. Pirates lead 7-0. A beautiful ball thrown over by Stamper. Just touch pass, finds Lattimore, and he walks it into the end zone. Pirates lead 7-0. Later on, they get Carson Williams, power eye, brigade of blockers, his first touchdown of the game. And there was more to come from Mr. Williams, especially from that goal line position. But Eric Lattimore with the play of the game.
Ooh!
Makes a man miss, makes 2 defenders run into each other, making the Red Devils look silly.
Another player.
And it's a rout. Pirates lead
Beautiful
21-0.
Beautiful run.
And that play will take us into halftime. Another look from behind. Eric Lattimore is absolutely incredible, doing whatever he wanted to on the offensive side of the ball, especially in that first half. Like I said, that takes us 21-0 into the second half. After an onside kick recovery to start it, they find Carson Williams again diving into the end zone for his second touchdown. Throw the horns down, and it's a rout. Pirates lead 28-0. However, the Red Devils, they wouldn't go away quietly. They would go with this one first. They got 3 points and then a deep ball to Oborn. And he kind of worked off Warren there, got into the end zone. And it's 28-10. A great ball there by Bradley Rose. Finally was able to connect on one of those deep balls. And Creed Warren not able to bring him down in the open field. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. 28-10. Next, Rose again dropping back, firing it deep over the middle, and it's caught Carson Patrick. Brumfield tried to chase him down, but he wasn't able to, and this brought us to what we thought would be our final in 28-16. Nice deep ball there. However, after an onside kick, the Pirate offense finally lit a fire, and it came through Carson Williams. A couple big carries capped off by this one. Heading out to the left side, diving for the pylon.
Zooming towards the pylon on that one.
And he got in for the touchdown. And Wheelersburg would go ahead 35-16, and that would be all she wrote.
And that's it.
The Burg's the word. The Pirates knock off the Red Devils. 35-16. Player of the game, pretty obvious, Carson Williams. 6 tackles defensively and 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. An awesome game for him. And
can't forget Josh Boggs, our defensive player of the game.
yeah, Josh Boggs, 7 tackles.
Leading tackles all game. Whew.
7 tackles, a TFL, and a sack.
Man.
And
an update on the Ironton game.
Missed.
We're going to overtime.
And it'll be a missed field goal at the end of the game, so they'll be going to overtime. That game will be on MyTown TV on Facebook if you want to tune in for that. But we're done here for the night. Wheelersburg knocks off the Russell Red Devils 35-16. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week against an opponent to be announced.
To be announced. I'm David Brown, your color commentator.
And I'm Gavin Race. Have a good night.